Hello, hello, hello. It's been a minute since we started streaming. Yeah, it's been a good minute. We should, in theory, be live on both Twitch and on Discord. If you want to check out the Twitch stream, you can go ahead and type !Twitch in chat, and my bot doesn't work, so that's fantastic. This is going to be a little bit of a slower start because I need to make sure that everything is working as intended. It looks like Twitch is up and running, but YouTube may be having a little bit of a problem. Let me just turn on a little bit of background music here. Yeah, that's not active. Why are you not active? I don't understand. Does a different command work? Maybe it just takes a second to get in here. Nope. Fantastic. Oh, there it is. Perfect. All right, that worked. And does this work? I think maybe it'll just take a second. Kisol, welcome in. How's it going? How's it going? I also don't have you guys in my normal stream chat, which is a little bit annoying. I don't know about this chat. Does that work? That gives me the normal YouTube chat. Does that also give me... Oh, there we are. It's coming through now. Perfect. Ace Roller, Dan Whittle, welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me just type something in Twitch to make sure that's working as well. That works. Perfect. That doesn't show up in that chat though, so let's close that. And we should be good to go. Let me just shoot this out over on Discord. Make sure we get everyone. Hayden Park, welcome in. Welcome in. Nice to have you here. I don't 100% know how this stream is going to look just yet. To be completely honest with you. My general plan is to stream somewhat similar to how I record my videos. I'll chat with you guys in the meantime. And then after the fact, I'm going to get someone else to edit this because hopefully that works. I don't know what the timeline looks like yet, but for those of you who missed it, the VOD will be available, the full VOD will be available immediately after the stream, and then a video will turn up at some point in the near future, hopefully. That's the plan. If you guys could let me know if everything sounds good, that would be fantastic. Music volume not too loud, game volume not too loud, although you probably can't really judge that just yet. Serendipity, welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. I also have never streamed at this time, so I have no idea who's going to show up. Good evening to you. It is the middle of the morning for me. I hope you're having a lovely evening. Yeah, I don't know who's going to come. If you guys are interested in heading over to the Twitch channel instead, you'll have a slightly lower latency, and we can get our numbers up on Twitch as well. So that would be fantastic. If you guys prefer YouTube, that's also totally fine. But there is the link in chat for you guys. Music might be a bit loud. All right, let me just fix that real quick by changing my filters. Limiter, threshold. Let's go for like -30. Should be okay. How's that sound? Is that a little bit better? Just nice and quiet, background music. You could probably still play something of your own if you really wanted to. That's the general vibes. Also wanted to give a quick shout out to Marchment, who rejoined as a Golden Panda member just before the stream started. I appreciate you. But yeah, we will get started in a second here. And we already have a new follower, Fire from the Skies. I believe that is from Twitch, so thank you for joining over on Twitch. I appreciate it. I'm still learning Twitch a little bit, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. I redid all my settings. It's telling me I have no viewers, so I don't understand. Twitch is weird sometimes, but that's okay. All right, perfect. Sounds like everything is good. Let's get straight into it, shall we? Let's load the game. Ignore my shorts farm. That is 100% cheated and not real. And we'll load into Chubby Farm. All right, this is going to probably sound like a video for a little bit here, and then I'll re-catch up with you guys. Hello and welcome back to Chubby Farm and of course to Stardew Valley. Our copper watering can is ready. Jody is at our door and she wants to let us know that I think she's inviting us for dinner. Yeah, she wants us to bring a largemouth bass to dinner. I think that is absolutely something we can do. She says tonight in her chat, this is just a quick little tip, you don't have to do it today. You can do this, I'm pretty sure, at any point in your farming career. It shows up as fish casserole and you just have to enter her house at around 7 p.m. and that should be absolutely fine. We've got some mail here letting us know that the Stardew Valley Fair is happening tomorrow, so we will be getting that done. In thinking of that, I am going to keep this aged legend row specifically for that, so I'm just going to quickly throw that in that chest there, and then we can get on with some of our daily chores, including harvesting up any of our crops and grabbing ourselves some fur wax, I believe this is, and then heading over and dealing with our animals. In terms of what we've got to do today, it is Sandy's birthday, so we'll do that. We also have to check the special orders board in town, and of course, deal with all of our animals. And I really should get a auto collector in here at some point, because honestly, running around and collecting all of these eggs manually is not it, but that's okay. Let's throw all of our eggs into here, and then we'll go and check on our barn as well. And then we will probably head up to the desert and give Sandy her birthday gift. Alright, that's the YouTube part done. What have you guys been up to? Oh, it's been a wild couple of days for me, to be completely honest. We are training me up to be a nail tech, which is interesting. I actually just got my supplies this morning, so I'll be starting that very, very soon. And we just got back from Bali. That was a fantastic trip. We both needed a holiday. Yeah, it's been really, really good. Things are all coming up Millhouse so far. All right, first things first. Let's go ahead and grab something out for Sandy. Oh, we also have to harvest our trees today. Okay. I didn't realize, but let's go ahead and harvest our trees as well. How is game sound and everything now that the game is actually playing? I'm hoping I set my levels pretty well. If not, I can adjust them. That's no big deal. Grab our tree fruit and then we'll go clean up the inventory and then head to Sandy's, I believe is the plan. I'm conquering the world as Rome in EUIV. Nice, nice. So what do you do? I am going to be a nail tech in the salon as well as just a general salon assistant to help out my wife because her schedule has been absolutely crazy and, you know, she needs some help. She's very, very busy, but that is okay. Let's go ahead and throw that all away, harvest up this. Do we still have coffee in our inventory? We do. Let's just get all of our daily chores. If you're editing this, we can probably just time-lapse a lot of this and that should be okay. All right, in terms of Sandy, she likes pearls, prismatic shards, rabbit's feet, and sweet peas. Do we have any sweet peas? Probably not. Yeah, no, I didn't save any of those. So, what else was it? Pearl, prismatic shard, rabbit's foot, and sweet pea. I guess you can have a pearl. I was sort of saving it. We could also give her a rabbit's foot. We have 3 pearls. I think that'll be fine. Let's head up to the desert and give her a birthday present. I think I'll just warp there if I'm being completely honest. Diesel, thank you for subscribing on Twitch. I appreciate it. My first Twitch subscriber. Absolutely fantastic. I appreciate you. You're a member on YouTube as well, right? The double support is real. But then again, you can subscribe for free on Twitch with Twitch Prime. And for those of you curious, that will actually get you into the members only channel on the Discord. So if you guys are looking for a cheap way to do that, then go ahead and join with Twitch Prime. But Sandy has gotten her birthday present. We are up to 2 hearts with her. That is fantastic. While we're here, we may as well head into this back room. We still have a bunch of Qui coins, and we might be able to buy another Statue of Endless Fortune, I think it's called. and get even more artifact troves on the daily. That is 12,000, absolutely worth buying. We already have this rare crow. We could also go ahead and just buy an additional 20 warp totems to the farm, because why not? And then we can warp back. We'll grab out some iron bars, run them over to Clint, and get our watering can upgrading to the next level as well as patting our dog, because, you know, we always like to do that. Nice. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I do love someone who supports me in both places. All right, let's grab out some iron, 5 iron, and we will head over to Clint's. I could use my coffee, but honestly, we don't have that much to do today. We are feeling lucky, so I guess it depends on what the bulletin board in town says as to what we actually end up doing today. Is it quit? Do you mean quiet? I don't know what you mean. All right, that is that. We will go ahead and upgrade once again to the steel watering can, just so that we can get all of our tools upgraded. Oh, is it Qui or Key? I watched a video with Concerned Ape, and he pronounces it Qui, so that's what I've decided, because I could never decide myself. But that is why I pronounce it Qui, is because that's what he said. He also said that he doesn't care how people pronounce it, but, you know, it gives you something to go off of. That's why I pronounce it that way. All right, what does the special orders board have in store for us today? Let's have a look. We have a curious substance. Extremely rare and powerful group known as ectoplasm can be found in the remains of slain ghosts. Interesting. Or aquatic overpopulation. Now, I believe this gets us a monster musk, which I am absolutely down for. I think I will go ahead and accept that. And then, honestly, I think I'll just end up doing this in the regular mines, just because it's a little bit easier. And since we're here, we should go ahead and change these out, because we do actually need some of these guys. I also need to put some crab pots down at the ocean at some point too, but I just haven't got there yet. So we'll do that. Get those in there. Broken glasses can go in the bin. And we'll head up to the regular mines, slay some ghosts, which I believe are like floors 42. Oh, that was the wrong place. Floors 40 to 70 is generally where you find the most ghosts, but we'll see. I think I'll probably just end up... Should I just run through them normally? No, that's going to take so long. Let's just do our old trick of 45, 55, and 65. We'll also kill some of these guys along the way. I believe we have our burglar's ring on, so not a big deal if we have to do that. Perfect. All right, 45, 55, and 65 until we find a couple of ghosts. We're looking for ectoplasm, trying to get that quest done on day one, as it seems to be the thing that we end up doing with these special orders boards. And then we sort of end up with nothing to do towards the end of the week, but that should change very, very soon. As soon as we unlock Ginger Island, we'll get a whole bunch more stuff to go ahead and do. So that should be fine. And not a single ghost yet. That's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure they're down here. Yeah, they 100% are. I don't know why I'm questioning myself. And do I need to go in here and slay all of the dust sprites and things? Probably not. We have plenty of coal at the moment, but, you know, more coal never hurt anyone. And it's slowly getting up our mastery levels as well, which, if we have a look, we're about halfway to the 2nd level of mastery, which will be amazing. Question for you guys, how many of you are actively playing Stardew Valley at the moment? Because I've played on and off for a good, like, I'd say at least 5 years. I love this game so very much. There's a reason it's #1 on Steam. And if you guys haven't played it, I definitely recommend it. Especially if you get into mods, you can make this game behave however you'd like. One of the things that I typically do on my non-YouTube playthroughs is go ahead and give myself a permanent slight speed buff, just because I don't like walking around so much. I also use the Minecarts Extended mod, so that I don't have to walk as much as well. And that's generally a nice thing. Also, we slayed a ghost. Slayed a ghost, but we didn't end up getting that ectoplasm, so we're going to have to find some more. Honestly, we probably should be doing this in Skull Caverns because the mummy floors typically give you quite a few ghosts, and this doesn't seem to be giving me as many as I'd like. If we had this quest done, we could go ahead and get Monster Musk and make ghosts appear much more often, but unfortunately, we don't, so that is what it is. Started playing it because of my YouTube channel. It's a deep, dark rabbit hole that I will never forgive me for. Yeah, that's fair. I apologize. Made the mistake of playing SVE and Ridgeside Valley at the same time, and yeah, that's also fair. I've played Ridgeside Valley before. It's okay. SVE is just, honestly, it's a perfect balance of expanding the game without making it super overwhelming, in my opinion. Most of my other mods don't really add content, they just change how the game behaves, which I prefer. This playthrough has made me want to give it a second try. Love the game, but felt I was missing things and not playing them. Yeah, I get that. When I first start games like this, I end up restarting constantly and then end up burning myself out. It's not fantastic, but you know, once you get into it, I feel like once you've done that and then you give yourself a little bit of time to reset and take a break from it, you can come back, and then from that point, you sort of have a solid foundation as to where to start. But one of the best things about Stardew Valley, in my opinion, is you can't really miss anything. Yes, you can go faster, but if you miss something in 1 year, it'll come back the next year in like 98% of cases. Not a completionist, so once I finish the communities, yeah, I get that. I get that. I feel that. Community Center is a good introduction to the game, though, I feel like. Obviously, most people don't try and finish it in year 1, but, you know, once you've played enough, it's something that you can do, and it's a nice little challenge to add to the start of a run. But I agree, once you get past that, it can get a little bit tedious, you know. But things like Stardew Valley Expanded expand on that as well, give you more things to do. And then, of course, once you get to Ginger Island, that's a whole nother challenge in of itself. It feels like a kind of a different game, to be honest. Still working on my first playthrough on the original game. Amazing. Are you enjoying it? What are you up to? Please let me know. There is a ghost up there. We'll eventually get them. We still don't have an ectoplasm, right? I haven't really been paying attention to drops. Still no ectoplasm. That's a shame. Alright. Restarted 3 times before finally playing the game out. Even now I know that I can go back and get way for. Yeah. It's one of those games where it feels like you need to go fast, but there is really no benefit to doing so. You know what I mean? Like, you can sit around and go at your own pace, but if you're anything like me, you want to do it all as quickly as you possibly can and just see how far you can push it. I've been watching some videos from Gamer where he gets mastery in spring of year 1, and it's kind of wild. I saw another video the other day that someone had it on vanilla Stardew by like spring 22, which is just insane. I don't know how. I didn't have time to watch the video. I probably will at some point. But yeah, that's just crazy. Do a vanilla playthrough and I'll go back and add mods on my next playthrough. Yeah, that's fair. Played a little with a couple of mates. Haven't played in a while, but might start a new playthrough. You definitely should. I definitely think you should. It's one of those games, you know. Sometimes you'll be like, oh, should I play Stardew Valley? And it's just, no. Yeah, I feel like you have to be in the right mood and the right mindset to play this game. And thankfully, I was when I started this series. So, that's always good. I also probably should just drink some triple shot espresso so I'm not walking around super slowly. But, you know. I honestly don't know if we're going to find this ectoplasm today, and I feel like a run to Skull Caverns might have been a better choice. It's a decent amount of iron, though. Not that we really need it at this point, but, you know, I'll take it nonetheless. No ghosts. Let's leave and come back. Loving it. Starting to work on the teleporting pillars, and I only have one to the beach. Yeah, the beach is the worst place to get to. I hate when I have to go to the beach. I feel like it's not near anything. Honestly, I'm also starting to hate having to go up to Robin's in Stardew Valley Expanded without the expanded minecarts mod, just because the mines are so far away, and it's generally quicker just to take the backwoods, which feels bad. You know what I mean? Tried playing a modded co-op game, but no one understood how to get and install mods. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I love the reflection mod and the visible fish. Fantastic. The reflection mod's really nice. The visible fish mod I had to tweak. There was so many fish in the water, so I had to really reduce my settings for that. If you actually have a look. Visible fish. It's like 250 max, and fish density is 0.05. It's like as low as you can possibly get because there was too many. Like, I have the bar on the left to show me what fish are available, so I'm not really using it for that. I just think it looks nice. These ectoplasm is really taking its sweet time. I don't find the trip to Robin that out of the way. I find the traveling merchant or the bookseller far more inconvenient. Yeah, I get that. I mean, the Frontier Farm has a little shortcut down to the traveling merchant, so that's not that big of a deal for me. I agree that the bookseller always feels super out of the way though. 100%. Which character am I planning to marry? I am planning on marrying Sophia. That is my plan. She just fits the vibe the best. The mod goes nuts for no reason. I genuinely don't understand who thought it was a good idea to have that many fish in the water. Like, why is this not the default setting? Which it's just a couple. It's not overwhelming. The water doesn't look completely ridiculous, especially at night when there's already a little bit of busyness going on. I genuinely don't understand who made that decision, but it's a fantastic mod, I will say that. I just think the default settings need to be a little bit more conservative for the average player. And, you know, have the option to turn it up if you want to, but I can't imagine many people want that many fish in their water. On vanilla on the basic farm, yeah, it's a good choice. It's a good choice. I genuinely haven't played on any of the other farms except for the new Meadowlands. And that's because I sort of wanted to do a vanilla playthrough, and then I gave up on that playthrough and decided to install Stardew Valley Expanded, and then I got the Frontier Farm, so, you know, these things happen. Why are we saying let's go? Did I get it? Oh, no. I thought I did. You got me excited. I definitely don't have it, right? Let me just check. Oh, wait. I did get it. Okay, perfect. I didn't realize I had it. Is it not something that you get in your inventory? Is it just something that you collect? Whoops. Okay, well that's fantastic. We have that. We can now go ahead. The Wizard's Tower is probably shut at this point, right? We probably can't do that. That'll have to be something that we do tomorrow. Complete that, and then we should get the recipe for Monster Musk. At that point, we can pretty much just head home. There shouldn't be too much we need to do. We did get 90 coal on the day, which is just the power of the ring that we have, which is fantastic. I also love the mod that cleans up my inventory for me. It is so very nice. And I'm going to store, well, I was going to store, I really need to sort out my fishing chests here at some point. I can't put that in there. I can't put that in there. I mean, it's yeah, let's just get rid of a trap bobber and one of those and throw those in. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll just get rid of them. I probably should have sold them, but it is what it is. All right, they can be sold. The ruby will go in our Skull Cavern's chest. We have some more aged legend roe that we can go ahead and sell for an additional 20 grand. And since it's not almost 2 a.m., let's go ahead and smelt up a little bit more iridium, refresh our kegs, and then we'll head to bed. Perfect. With that all done, it is time to head to bed. Our first day on the live stream is complete. And yeah, that's fantastic. All right. $26,000 on the day. Not too bad. Too expensive to get the bigger chest? No. No, it's not. I like the stone chest, and I haven't unlocked it yet. That's the only reason that I haven't upgraded my chests. I absolutely could. We also have a wine collection day today, which is fantastic. Where did I put the rest of my starfruit? Is that down here? I know I have starfruit here somewhere. Where did I put it? I definitely had some, right? There it is. That makes sense. It's a summer crop, not a fall crop. Let's get all of these harvested up and restocked. We have a couple of... I should have done that from the other direction so that I could have put coffee and more of them, but, you know, it is what it is. I will also go ahead and keep one of those wines on me for the Grange Fair. Go ahead and harvest these up as well. We'll get our daily chores done, and then we will head to the Stardew Valley Fair. I just need to make sure that I remember to actually take all of the things that I want to take with me. I will deal with that in a little bit though. Let's go ahead and harvest up our crops. We've got some eggplants, and then we'll go over and deal with our animals for the day. Oh, lots of talking. There's more talking involved when you're live streaming, hey. I hope my voice is still okay after the end of this. It should be. We should be okay. Alright, let's get all of that harvested. Grab an egg. Throw our eggs in. Just the 2 eggs. Oh, there we go. There's our 3rd egg. Throw those in, and then we'll go check on the barn as well. Another truffle for us. Fantastic. I still haven't unlocked the sewer. Turns out you actually need 5 hearts with Marlin, not 4. So I still need to befriend Marlin a little bit more before we get access to the sewers. And then from that point, we should be able to do all of the things. I'm leaving this truffle oil in here just so that we can sell it when we get the artisan profession. But for right now, I'll just sell the truffles normally, I think. And that's probably the best way to go ahead and do it. More legend row, which is always nice. It is just very, very nice to have. We could potentially even go ahead and throw that in the Grange display before we go ahead and turn it into aged legend row, because it does sell for so well. Also got another harvest of pine tar, but I messed it up. I meant to wait another day for that to happen. Oh well, that's fine. I didn't mean to do that, but it is okay. Actually, speaking of truffle oil, we should probably grab one of those out as well. They are in here, and we can take that to the Grange display as well. In terms of what else we need to do today, not much. Farm cave is about it, and then we can organize our inventory, grab all the things we want for our Grange display, and go from there. I also completely forgot that we actually have the greenhouse up and running, so we should probably look at getting some crops in there at some point soon as well. Whoops. That's my bad. Just quickly have a drink here. My mouth is so dry. Alright. Let's go ahead and see what we can't take to the Grange display. We need 9 things. And that should be okay. Let me just quick clear my inventory. Eggplants we should already have enough of, so I can just sell those. Goat cheese I might keep. Duck mayonnaise can probably be sold. If we need it, we can always grab that back out. But let's have a look here. We have legend roe. We have goat cheese. What else do we have? We have... we have a silver rabbit's foot. Not the best, but not terrible. We have some starfruit wine. I'm going to grab all of that out because I want to sell most of it. We have a pearl. That's probably decent to throw in there. And then the rest of our expensive things are probably going to be in here. We can throw in an iridium bar, prismatic shard. If I had a dinosaur egg, I'd probably go ahead and do that. A battery pack's not bad to throw in there. What else do we have? 4-leaf clovers, 600. Yeah, we could do that. Coconut's definitely not worth it. We have some legendary fish as well. We could absolutely go ahead and do that. Chanterelle, Rafflesia, 750. That might be worth. We have some mayonnaise. We have a regular truffle. Truffle oil. Where did I put my truffle oil? Did I put that back in here and then not take it out? Where is my truffle oil? Did I accidentally throw it in here? Did you guys see where I put my truffle oil? Did I sell it accidentally? I might have sold it accidentally. Ah, no. He's done it again. But what else did we say we had? We had some legendary fish, right? Where are they? We have the angler. We have the crimson fish, which is probably better, so let's throw the angler back in there. And I actually do need to put one of these fish into my fish ponds as well, so keep that in mind. But I think that's 9. 1, 2, 3 tells me. That's 9. So we need to take 2 away. Let's take away, honestly, the battery pack. And yeah, let's take away the raffle seer. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. And that should be all we need for the Grange display. Right, that seems pretty good to me. Sorry, I was not paying attention to the stream. How dare you? How dare you? Let me just quickly check that everything is looking good. Excellent. Stream is healthy there. We have a couple of people over on Twitch. If you guys do want to join over on Twitch as well for a little bit lower latency, go ahead and type !Twitch in the chat, or yeah, just do that. All right, with that all said and done, I think that is all we need. Let's go ahead and head into town and do the Stardew Valley Fair. Now, one thing that I always forget about the fair is that you can do the Grange display, run the cutscene for the Grange display, and that... Why can't I move? Okay, there we go. And that will get you star tokens, right? And there are a couple of things we want here. We want the rare crow. We definitely want the star drop. We want the prize ticket. And I would also like to have the furniture catalog, just for completion's sake. Rome takes precedence above all else. Aged. Oh, you're right. Sorry. I saw it too late. We didn't bring our aged legend row. That's right. We should still win no matter what. We shouldn't have too much of a problem. But yeah, you can do your Grange display, then talk to Lewis and start that going. And then you'll get star tokens and you don't actually have to buy any to get started. That rest of the wine can go up there. And honestly, I think that'll be enough to win. Let's find out. Let's go ahead and talk to Lewis. And yes, please go ahead and judge me. That's exactly what I want. I hate how slow this cutscene is, but you know, it is what it is. It's also a little bit bigger in Stardew Valley Expanded. We have K-Town Chef. Thank you for following over on Twitch. I appreciate you. It means the world. We're trying to grow the Twitch a little bit, especially considering we are trying to do this whole live streaming thing. It looks like everything is running smoothly. Prefer Twitch over YouTube for live viewing. I appreciate it. I mean, the more viewers we get on Twitch, the higher we are shown in the list. So, you guys viewing on Twitch actually helps me out a little bit more than you guys viewing on YouTube. So, I'm very happy if you guys want to go over there and watch there instead. I get both of your chats. So, you know, it's really no skin off my back. Plus, Twitch has Twitch Prime. So, that's a thing. If you guys feel like supporting the channel in that way. Alright, Lewis, are you done yet? Alright. Let's go ahead and return to Lewis. And we won with a rating of 99. Is that out of 100? I actually don't know what that's out of. K-Town Chef, thank you for the tier 1 subscription over on Twitch. Does that tell me whether or not it's Prime? I don't think it does. But I'm hoping that it's that it was Prime. It's just so that you're not spending money. But yeah, we get 1,000 star tokens. We are absolutely going to use them straight away to make more star tokens. And I need to get all of my things out of my Grange display before I forget, because that is absolutely something I would do. And that sounds like a horrible idea, especially considering we have the legendary fish in there. All right, next things next, I want to go around and talk to absolutely everyone. It's a little bit of a painful process. I hope you guys don't mind me skipping over the dialogue. I just don't have the time for it. But I want to talk to everyone because this is one of the easiest ways to get your relationships up with people. Especially when we are trying to go for perfection, and we desperately need that. I don't need to talk to any of these people. I don't think any of them are actual real NPCs. They're just additional filler people. You know, tourism. There is our future wife, Sophia. Talk to Willie, talk to Marnie, talk to everyone. Some of these people are fake, but, you know, you sort of get used to who is real and who is not because, you know, you should recognize them at this point. If you don't, I feel like that's on you. And we can't get to Harvey. We have to warp through Vincent to do that. Linus is all the way out here. Really have enjoyed your channel. I started watching with your RimWorld playthroughs. Will you be going back to them? RimWorld, yeah, I'll probably go back to it at some point. I feel like it's in a similar vein to Stardew Valley for me. It's one of those games where I need to be in a specific mindset to be playing it. And I think it could definitely be a super fun game to play on stream with you guys. But I wanted to have a little bit of a break. I think I actually want to do another Airport CEO series really soon. Mostly just because that series got like over 200,000 views on the first episode. And, you know, that just feels good. The Stardew Valley series hasn't been as popular as I imagined it to be. But I imagine that is just because there are so many fantastic Stardew Valley creators. Views are good. Yeah, I agree. Views are fantastic. Speaking of views, I appreciate all of you for coming out to the live stream and supporting the channel. It means the world. All right, now, our strategy for getting star tokens is going to be using this very rigged wheel. It turns out green, I believe, like 80% of the time. Orange the other 20%. So we are going to go green. I'm pretty sure it's green. I really hope I'm not wrong. And we're going to wager like 300 each time. Yeah, there we go. 300. We'll do like a third of our things. So this will be like 400. Green. Perfect. And then if we're sitting here, you can actually hit X if you're on PC. And that accepts that as well. So this will be a little bit less, you know, painful to watch. But see, it's green, 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 green. We'll do 1,000, and there we go. We finally lose. But that's okay, because we aren't wagering all of our things, right? We're going to now take like 500, get green, and we go back up, and we'll slowly but surely get all of the star tokens. Wow, that's just unlucky. I swear it's rigged. I swear this is the way to do it, and if you don't believe me, then I don't know what to tell you. See? It's green. It's always green. Always go green. Never choose orange. It doesn't give you more money if you choose orange and you win. It's just 50. It's apparently 50-50, but it's really not. We're having terrible luck. I imagine that's because I'm streaming. But eventually we will get there. Cheap viewers on stream. I don't think that's a thing that I want in my chat. How do I do things? I honestly don't know how to mod stuff on Discord. I mean on Twitch. How do I do things? I need to delete this chat. I don't know how to delete things. I can block. Genuinely, I don't know how to mod on Twitch. Anyone on Twitch can help me out. How do I delete a chat message? Genuinely. I didn't think it would be this hard. Does anyone know how to delete a chat message on Twitch? What am I doing wrong? Type /ban. Okay. Ah, there we go. Done. Thank you. Twitch. Fun. Yeah, because we don't need people advertising cheap viewers. That is not something we need. All right. Green. Please just behave yourself. There we go. I appreciate it. It's been a minute since I've streamed on Twitch. I really thought I could just click on the message and there would be a button that said delete, but apparently it's not that easy. Thankfully, while we were distracted, it says hover over the message until the mod icon Let me try that again. I just want to see if that works. I can pin it and I can reply, but I don't have a hover thing. Unless I'm in the wrong place on Twitch, I don't know. That's right. Banning worked. All right, let's get this done. 1200 green, perfect. We're up to 5100. Slowly getting there. It's a little bit tedious. Thankfully, we have the fast animations mod that makes this a little bit better. 7100. Once you get a decent amount behind you, I like to go a little bit smaller, like 2000 each, just so that we don't lose them all at once. And I hate to say this, but we will have to do this twice. I'm going to bet 1000 because the max is 9999. And then from there, we will go ahead and head up to the shop and grab ourselves all of the rewards that aren't the furniture catalog, just because we can't afford all of them at once. So there is the Rare Crow, there is the Star Drop. Is that our... No, that's not our first Star Drop. Slash delete. Cool. Perfect. Thank you. I'll try and remember that. We found a Star Drop. Our mind is filled with thoughts of panda cubs, and that could be you if you wanted to join as a member on YouTube. Get early access to all of the videos and whatnot. Trade in again. I would like the prize ticket and I would like the furniture catalog, and that is about it. So we need to grind back up to 9999, and then we are pretty much done with the fair, I believe. And it's this guy, not the actual wheel. Let's go ahead and do 2000 green. Perfect. One more should get us there. 2000. Perfect. Back up to 9999. And now we can go ahead and grab that furniture catalog and leave the fair. I don't know why I have that on my cursor at the moment, but you know, it'll be fine. All right, furniture catalog 2 has been bought, and we can now go ahead and leave. I definitely went up the top. I'm pretty sure I went up the top. Yes, I would like to end. That will end the festival. Let's bring up my to-do list again. I just hide it for things like that. And we can go ahead and sell all of our starfruit wine. I will also sell my goat cheese, my truffle, and everything else I want to put away. So I'll do a quick sort. I will, since I have this fish in my inventory, actually go ahead and, you know, put it in a fish pond that is currently doing nothing. Kiesel, thank you for following over on Twitch. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Guys, go join over on Twitch instead of YouTube. Unless you absolutely prefer YouTube, then I completely understand. But !Twitch in the chat to find the link and get over there. It's a good time. All right, I'm going to keep the rabbit's feet because, you know, rabbit's feet are amazing. Throw the legend row into our aging barrels. Throw our jade over there. What else do we have? We have a rare crow that can go in there. Honestly, the furniture catalog can probably go in here for the time being as well. And our prize ticket can end up over here. We also have 7 artifact troves that we need to open at some point. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Don't yell at me. All right. We can now pat the dog, and that is another day done. It is raining tomorrow. Not that that super bothers us. I think a star, not a... Oh, we need to see the wizard. We need to see the wizard. $34,000 on the day. That is mostly due to our starfruit wine, which is lovely. How often will I be streaming? I'm going to be streaming every Monday and Saturday at this time. So we started 43 minutes ago, whatever that time is for you. That is the plan for now, unless it changes. That's the plan. And then we will have VODs available after the stream for anyone who missed it, and we will be editing the videos down into a much more reasonable time frame for those of you who don't have the time to watch a full live stream. All right, it is raining. Let me just quickly check my list. The steel watering can is ready. I don't particularly care about that just yet. We have 1 crop available to harvest in our greenhouse, which will be our first ancient fruit, which is very nice. Daily bulletin board, and then it's just general farm things. Shane wants a cave carrot. I'll accept it. If you guys could remind me tomorrow to do that, that would be fantastic. Timothy Wolf, thank you for subscribing. Logan, thank you for following over on Twitch. You guys are the best. You guys are showing me all the love today, and I appreciate it. I absolutely appreciate it. All right, let's get this done nice and quickly because I want to head over to Skull Cavern sooner rather than later. We're feeling a little bit lucky today. We don't have the best luck in the world, but it should be enough to get us nice and low in Skull Cavern. The reason I want to go over there, no particular reason. I just don't have that much left to do, and it's a decent moneymaker, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like doing a Skull Cavern run. Sue me. We have $76,000 available, so we should probably get Robin doing something as well, potentially upgrading our house. And that would be good. No, remind me tomorrow to see the wizard. I'll see the wizard tomorrow. We'll get the monster mask and that'll be fine. I want to do a full day of Skull Cavern, so yeah. Remind me about the wizard and Shane tomorrow. That would be perfect. Because I will definitely forget. I don't know if you guys have watched the channel for long, but that is my MO. We also have a nice pink fish pond now with that done, and we need to go over to Grandpa's shed. But before we do that, let's go back over to our chests. I know this is taking a little bit of time, but that's okay. Let's go back over to our chests, and in one of these chests, we have a seed maker. Perfect. We'll grab that, and we will take a regular chest as well. Also forgot to put all of my eggs. Okay, well, this is going well. This is a fantastic day for me. Alright, let's go back into our coop, get all of those eggs processing up. That'll be fine. And then we will head into Grandpa's shed, get the seed maker going with our ancient fruit, and then from there we'll go over to Skull Cavern. That's the plan. It's 8:10, wasted a little bit of time, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. To make this a little bit quicker, let's drink a quick coffee, get moving a little bit faster, head on upstairs, grab out our scythe, and we have our first ancient fruit. From there we'll go ahead and throw down a chest and a seed maker. And in there, we will throw our very first ancient fruit, get another seed going. I'm probably just going to collect these for the time being until, you know, these starfruit are harvested. And then I'll plant whatever we have, right? So there's an additional 2 ancient fruit seeds. Fantastic. From there, we'll go over, organize our inventory for Skull Cavern, and then head over to Skull Cavern for the day. That's the plan. All right. Right side of the farm. Get the inventory cleaned up. You go in there. I don't believe we need an additional broccoli. We have 8. Yeah, we're definitely fine. Alright. Skull Cavern. It is Wednesday, so we can't trade in our jade for staircases, which is a little bit unfortunate. We need one of those. I'm going to throw anything we don't need in here just because I said I was going to stop doing the inventory sorting thing, but we haven't really been running out of inventory room anyway, so having these in here, not getting in the way, is just my personal preference. Grab all of that. What else do we need? That's probably about it, right? Master Slingshot. And then we'll see if we can make any additional bombs, because we don't have very many. And thankfully, we can make 78 mega bombs. Fantastic. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. We can make some more explosive ammo. Let's just go ahead and make like 50 of it, just so that we're not using all of our iron. We can also make an additional 33 regular bombs, but I don't think that's necessary at this point. And that should be it, and should be everything we need. I think for today, because I'm not particularly worried about item drops, I'm going to switch out my lucky ring for my burglar's ring. And then we can head... How did I manage to get rid of my warp totem? Okay, whatever. I think that's everything we need. I hope that's everything we need. If it's not, you guys can yell at me as soon as I get here, because, you know, lag. Alright, Skull Caverns. Let's do this. You guys haven't really seen me do Skull Caverns that much, because it is so sped up in the videos, so I hope you guys enjoy. Terrible first floor, but we managed to get a ladder straight off the bat. Amazing. And I do like to kill these guys just because they give you solar essence, and solar essence is required for making the mega bombs. And I like to kill them, but I don't like to go too far out of my way to do so, right? I like to just get the ones that I can, and from there we just do what we can, right? We're not too concerned about it, but if they're sort of somewhat convenient to get, I will get them. I also don't know why I'm killing slimes. That is 100% unnecessary. Oh, there's a shaft over there, which means there's a higher chance for another shaft somewhere else. So I will quite happily take that and fall down 3 levels. Alright, our luck today is looking good, especially considering we haven't even eaten our spicy eel yet. So let's go ahead and do that so we have even more luck, and that should be fantastic. There's another shaft. Wow, we might be getting deep today. Shortcut for the spiral floors mod is... I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, the shortcut for the spiral floors is just to bring staircases with you. But yeah, that sounds like an amazing mod. I hate that floor so very much. So very much. Another shaft. Don't you still need slides for the monster goals? Slides. Slimes. Oh, slimes. Yeah, I do. But that is probably something that I will do in the regular mines from like floors 1 to 40 where I can one-shot them. I can take some monster musk in, kill them there. That'll just generally be a little bit quicker than trying to kill them here where they have so much more health. And I did spot this shaft, so we'll jump in again. Already down to floor 25. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. There might be someone at my door because my dogs are going a little bit crazy. Just give me a second. Alright, I am back. That was more nail supplies. But we're good. We're good. Alright, floor 25. I was expecting that slingshot to find me a ladder, but apparently not. This floor is being a little bit annoying to me, so I'm just going to bomb it. And that'll be fine. Right? Seriously? Okay. I hate when floors do this. Like, clearly I have luck. Just give me a ladder. Let me down. Let me down, please. I do believe we still need a couple of serpents for our monster eradication goals, though, so we should go ahead and kill some of those, as well as, of course, harvesting up any diamonds we see. Because we need, like, was it 24 or 36 for the dwarf? Yeah, it's rough. Another 7 levels. First, okay, dark cowboy hat. That's always good. All right. And like I said in the previous video, I like to break these rocks because you have a higher chance of finding a shaft. It's obviously not guaranteed, but it's a little bit higher than anywhere else. It is 36 for the dwarf. Yeah, 3 dozen. 3 dozen diamonds. So greedy. One shot of serpent is always nice to see. I feel like I'm going very slow today, and I don't 100% know why. It's probably because I'm talking so much. Normally when I'm in Skull Caverns, I'm just in my own little world and, you know, you guys see a little bit of a time lapse, but for the most part, I'm just hanging out. And this is a little bit slower, but that's okay. Should probably also eat something before we die. Once we get trinkets, we really shouldn't have to worry about that at all. But for right now, it is something that we have to be slightly concerned about. We also need to still kill a couple of Pepper X's. That guy absolutely destroyed me, but we'll be fine. Love watching Skull Cavern dives. I mean, since we need slimes, this is probably a decent way to do it. Get all the mini slimes out of the way. Can't hurt, right? And we need to drink coffee as well because we are now running a little bit slower. Crayola, hey man, just started watching the series currently on YouTube, episode 2, and I must say I love it. Thank you. I appreciate you watching the channel. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's a good time. I hope you don't mind the new format where we are now live streaming and then editing these VODs down later on. I hope it works out well. I hope it works out as nicely as I'm thinking. Honestly, for me, it's just about time. And sometimes making videos can feel like a little bit of a chore. I feel like that's reduced when I'm streaming. I prefer it, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know what it is about it. I feel like I can be less professional and I don't have to consider as many things as I'm doing it. That's just my personal preference. And hopefully it shows in the videos that I am enjoying myself a little bit more than just making regular videos. And another shaft. We're already, 11 levels. That is floor 50 at 2:40 p.m. Not terrible at all. Let's go ahead and eat a spicy eel because that's probably about to expire. We'll eat some cheese and we get 5 crab cakes. Fantastic. Just what I wanted. These levels always have a guaranteed staircase at the end, so generally I will just run to the end unless I have staircases, in which case I might use them, but they also give you coal, so something to keep in mind. Alright, come here, come here. Alright, this is the prime example of when you want to use a Mega Bomb. It'll get you a lot of stone because there really wasn't that many resources there, but we also find a shaft, so definitely worth it. I also didn't have my ladder out, my sword out when I tried to hit that guy. My bad. Let's just quickly check how we are doing on monster eradication goals. We need 9 more Pepper X's. We still need 85 more serpents, really? That's so many serpents. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll get there eventually. First, break shaft. Absolutely love to see it. Another Mega Bomb level for me. If I can kill this bat, my goodness. I'll throw that there. I don't think it's going to reach. Okay, that was not a regular piece of iridium, so I'm not going to worry about it. And another treasure level. 4 more quality sprinklers. I really don't want them, but, you know, it's fine. We'll take them. Sell them. And there we go. 2 shafts on 1 level. Speaking of shafts, I do just want to say, the shafts always take you to the same place, so don't feel like you're missing out if you choose the wrong shaft. They are always exactly the same, and you don't have to worry about it. So you don't have to feel bad about which shaft you take, especially if you get like a low roll of like 3 levels. It feels so much better knowing that. Whenever you get a low roll, you just know that it was always going to be a low roll. We also just got more ectoplasm. And that one is actually in our inventory. Maybe we didn't find ectoplasm the other day. Okay. I think that just always says deliver an ectoplasm. Alright, but now we have one, so that's good. We didn't before. 100%. Well, that's good to know. I was hoping I could kill that guy before that bomb blew up, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Let's go down and then we have to eat again. Cheese. Another treasure floor. Red cowboy hat. So many cowboy hats that I don't want them. So many shafts though. This is going very nicely. I feel like I'm going slowly, but we are making very quick progress down into Skull Cavern. I don't mind killing the big slimes as much because they do give you multiple slimes per kill. So that is nice. Well, I never find the treasure rooms. Yeah, it's hit or miss sometimes. The lucky ring is definitely helping, as well as having the spicy eel, boosting our luck even further. Plus, it's a slightly lucky day. The more luck you have, the more treasure rooms you will typically find. But yeah, this has been a particularly nice day for treasure rooms, so I'm definitely not complaining. I am a little bit complaining that we haven't found a staircase down here yet. I'm starting to think there might be one already available on the other side, but there isn't, so okay, just a little bit unlucky there. If I'd brought staircases, I probably would have used one at this point, but there we go. Finally found it, and what a room this is. Hello, resources. Try and kill as many of these guys as we can just to grab all of the solar essence. We'll go ahead and blow a bomb there, a bomb there. This is probably going to have to be manual. And that should just about do it for that floor. I'm not going to worry too much about the rest of that. Yeah, that's fine. That's a pretty decent haul from that room. A couple of gold ore over here. I will absolutely take that. There's our ladder. Grab this and head on back to the ladder. I don't know why I insist on grabbing that 3 stone. It's not necessary even a little bit, but you know, it feels wrong to just leave it on the floor. We are starting to hurt. Let me just quickly eat some cheese before we die. Can I have the bomb, please? Thank you. Ah, we got 2 of them. That'll do. I hate that layout too. It's one of my least favorite. What was the sentence? What did I say? I don't know what I said. And there's floor 100 with a white turban. I mean, we've gotten a lot of treasure rooms today, but not a single one had anything we care about. So, don't feel too bad that you can't find them. I genuinely don't know what I said. I hope it wasn't that bad. I'm hurting, let me eat some cheese so I don't die. Yeah, exactly. That's just Stardew logic. 100%. I mean, in my previous playthrough, when I wasn't on YouTube doing things, I was using mayonnaise for food, and my wife found it absolutely disgusting. I was just slamming mayonnaise after mayonnaise. She hated it. That's why I did it for so long. How are we dying so fast? I feel like I'm doing a very terrible Skull Cavern run, but it's turning out like super well for me. We should definitely not be on floor 106 with the way that I've been playing this, but apparently we are, so, you know, I won't complain. I'm just saying. I don't feel like I'm doing this Skull Cavern run particularly well. Strange doll picked up. I believe that sells for like, yeah, $3,000. We also found a prismatic shard at some point and I completely missed it. Fantastic. At this point, I'm going to ditch all of the hats because we are running out of inventory room and I just honestly don't care about them. The hardwood can probably also go away as well. That way we don't have to worry about whether or not we can pick everything up. And I didn't see the ladder as soon as I ran in, so that is unfortunate. But that's alright. Another treasure room. Finally something we actually kind of care about. A red slime egg. We can give that to Marlin at some point. There is our ladder going down. And... oh, watch out. There we go. The slingshot is fantastic for taking those guys out nice and quickly too, by the way. I haven't been using them because we've been taking out multiple at a time, but it's good to know. There is another prismatic shard. I was kind of hoping for a ladder with that, but that's okay. Really, no ladder with that either. Just our woodcutters weekly. We will trade that into the bookseller at some point. I mean, I'm kind of happy that I didn't find a ladder now because we did get a decent amount of iridium from that, as well as another prismatic shard. Fantastic. Fantastic. Is that 3 prismatic shards so far? This Skull Cavern run has no right being this good. And it's not even 11 o'clock yet. There's another shaft. We missed a diamond, but that's okay. That slime would have just been annoying. There's a ladder down there. We'll take that. As well as probably bombing this area as well, because, you know, 3 iridium nodes seems like a good idea, and we get mastery level 2 as well as an additional prismatic shard. Fantastic. Another shaft. We need to eat some cheese before we die. And we can't always get lucky. I am tempted to take all 3 of these guys out down here. If that other one can follow in time, I might take them out as well, but yeah, probably not. There is another shaft and 3 ladders. 13 levels. That is floor 144 at midnight. Not too shabby. Another shaft. At this point, I just want to see how far down we can go. That's another 9 levels. Can't believe none of them dropped the ladder. That's just rude. This might be where we end up. There we go. There's one more. Alright. Still got a little bit of time left. Really thought I would find a ladder by now. That's okay. Health. Yeah, we're alright. Thank you. Oh, there's a ladder down there. That's why I didn't find one. Okay, there was no ladder there, so I'm not going to even worry about picking all that up. 155. Can we get one more shaft? Nope, but there's a ladder. 120. Run out of a speed boost. I'm not going to refresh it. Alright, 157 might be where we have to call it. Let's walk back home. 1:30 in the morning. Not too shabby at all. What did we end up with? That is 4 prismatic shard. We have a woodcutter's weekly. We have a curiosity lure, which is always nice. 182 iridium. 115 copper. I mean, all in all, pretty good, right? 160 gold. Table plant. I don't even know where that came from. Strange doll. I call that a pretty successful Skull Cavern run. Definitely. Alright, let's clear out the inventory as fast as we can. It is 150. I probably should just head straight inside. And we don't pass out, which is fantastic. Alright, let's go to sleep for the night. That is the sound of the raccoon tree, I believe. We'll check on that in the morning. I don't know if it was fixed in update 1.6, but you used to be able to give the rabbit's foot to the guy in the truck before you got the secret note for it. Really? I think I do need to give money a cave carrot. But I didn't know you could give him the rabbit's foot before you got the secret note. That is interesting. We might have to try that. Because I would very much like for that to be a thing that we do. Alright, $486 on the day, but that is okay. We definitely made more money than that. We have some stuff in our inventory we need to clean up anyway. All right, 2 artifact troves. Very, very nice. It's Marnie's birthday. So giving her the cave carrot today is probably the best choice that we have. Let's go ahead and throw our curiosity lure in there. This is void essence. This is going to be anything we use for Skull Cavern. Grab out our other tools that we use. I'll grab the burglar's ring as well. I think I just generally prefer wearing it. Although, for Skull Cavern, the lucky ring definitely was the way to go, for sure. Let's throw that back in there. Everything else is pretty much done, right? Red slime egg, I'll keep on me. Ectoplasm, I'll keep on me. That will remind me to go ahead and do that. Table plant can go in our decorations chest. Dark boots can go in here to be sold. And then quality sprinklers, 1800. Strange doll, 3000. Fantastic. All right, now we have a curious substance delivery for Shane. Shane wants a cave carrot. That should be in here. Let's grab out 2 because I believe we also need one for Marnie. Marnie is going to want a diamond, probably is the easiest choice for her birthday. Diamonds are going to be in this chest, so we'll grab that out. To-do list: wizard, Shane, carrot, watering can, and greenhouse. Greenhouse, absolutely. I completely forgot about my greenhouse once again, but that's okay. I also think I want to keep my triple shot espresso on me at this point. But that should be everything. Fish casserole as well. We could potentially do that today. Do we have a largemouth bass? Probably. Right? I imagine we do. But we might not. Seriously? I swore I would have had one. That is wild to me that we don't have a largemouth bass. I mean, you can catch it any time of the year, so it's not the biggest of deals. We can always go catch one. But yeah, no, it doesn't look like we have one of those. Well, that's fine. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our chores, which is going to involve harvesting a whole bunch of cranberries and go on from there. And the iridium scythe really is the best. Also on that to-do list, go and check the mastery cave because we did get another level in that as well. And let's check the bulletin board. Demetrius wants a carp. I will accept that because we need a largemouth bass for Jody anyway, right? And they are caught in the same place, so we may as well. All right, now we'll go ahead and deal with our animals. We also need to pick up our steel watering can, so I should probably grab some gold out so that we can continue to upgrade that. Another rabbit's foot. Fantastic. I might keep that on me and try and do that today as well. May as well, right? That makes sense. Go ahead and actually put our eggs in this time. And then head over to the barn and do the same thing there. And then we are pretty much just running around all day. That's the general plan. We have another 3 aged legend row, which is fantastic. Let's get all of our animals petted, all of that done, and grab out our milk. Throw that into our machines, and that is good to go. All right, time to harvest this and harvest whatever is up there. Age Legend Row, another 3 of those. Fantastic. All of these are done. Did we harvest birch from our trees this morning? No. No, we did not. Why did we not do that? Were they not ready? Did I set these up at different times? Birch water, 1 day, 22 hours. Okay, I'm going to leave those because, you know, I want them to be in sync. It is also a tree day, so let's harvest all of that up. Farm cave needs to be harvested as well, so yeah, this is just going to be a little bit of a foraging morning. But that should be okay. I don't mind doing that. Kind of a full inventory from just running around our farm today. We will warp to the left-hand side of our farm, grab ourselves our money bags, as well as the tree down below. We also managed to get ourselves a meteorite at some point. I imagine that was last night. Maybe that was what that noise was and not the other thing that I thought it was. But that's okay. Grab that, grab that. And then we can also harvest this bad boy up. Grab ourselves some iridium. May as well. I do kind of like how centered that was, though. That gives us another prismatic shard as well. We are now getting to a point where we can make friends with people much, much easier, right? And that should be just about it. And I'll leave that there because I want these all to be the same. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to harvest the pine tar because we did harvest pine tar this morning. And then, yeah, we'll harvest the birch once this one over here is ready. That's the plan. That's the plan. All right, let's clean up the inventory. I'm not going to hit Q because that will get rid of all of the things that I just saved out for myself. Although there might actually be a button. No. Lock items. Lock that. And then everything else can go away, right? Rabbit's foot I want to keep. Everything else can go away. So if we hit Q, that gets rid of most of the things. And then we can just manually do the rest. Cranberries can go in there. Cranberries can go in there. Did we just put like so many cranberries in here? Yeah, we did. Alright, let's go ahead and get those sold. That sold, that sold. The wool can probably just get sold for now. We could make it into cloth. I just couldn't be bothered. I'll keep the rabbit's foot there because I want to test that other guy. And then it's just the legend row to go in there. Grab out my coffee again because I stopped doing that for some reason. Where did I put my coffee? Did I accidentally sell all my coffee? I really hope I didn't sell all my coffee. No, it's in here. It's in here. It's alright. We found it. Oh, that was a little bit terrifying, actually. Alright. That'll be good. Let's get these up and running with some more coffee. We also have our very first honey, which is nice. Grab that. Coffee in there. Coffee in there. Coffee in there. And that's good to go. Alright. Okay, apparently there's no room there. Grab our jade out. Wild honey, I don't actually know if we need specifically for much, but I'm going to keep it anyway just in case we do. We can always make a ton more later on. Throw that in there. And then since we are running around for most of the day today, let's go ahead and drink a triple shot. And we'll start with Marnie. And the wizard. Don't forget the wizard. And please tell me Marnie is actually in her shop today. Cheers! Perfect. And we get a cutscene. I mean, it really wasn't. We had a whole chest full of it. She isn't in her shop, but the cutscene still works. So I'll call that a win. That doesn't even show up on here. Okay. Let's go and see the wizard. Give him the ectoplasm. That should reward us with the monster musk recipe, I believe, tomorrow. I don't think we get it instantly, but that's okay. I also want to go back up to the farm on my way through and grab some gold for the watering can upgrade. I think that'll be nice. Wizard, maybe downstairs. Oh no, just there. He blends in a little bit. Wizard, you can go ahead and have some ectoplasm, brimming with the energy of Forgotten Souls. Be gone. Okay, I'm leaving. If we jump back in, we might get a cutscene with him. No. Okay, that's fine. All right, back to the farm. I'll grab some gold and then we'll head into town. Oh, Shane as well. Where is Shane? Shane is at work. That makes sense. Alrighty, let's grab out 5 gold bars and then head into town. We do still need to find Amani though, because it is her birthday. She is just in the middle of town though, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Singular piece of copper. Amazing. Alright, I'm assuming Marnie is in Pierre's. Oh, everyone's coming out now, aren't they? Yep, 100%. 100%. Wait, are they? Where is Money? Money is apparently over here. Where? Are they all in there? Or are they like in Harvey's clinic or something? Oh, there she is. What are you doing in here, Marnie? And also, why am I allowed to walk into a doctor-patient exam room? There you go. Have a birthday present. No, this is not confidential because I am clearly in here with you. That is 6 hearts for Marnie. Marchment, hello! What did you want to do with the greenhouse? I wanted to plant probably starfruit seeds, if I'm being completely honest, so we'll have to go to the desert as well. We have a cave carrot for Shane. Shane is at work. Let's go ahead and do that. And I also want to go up and see Marlin, give him the red slime egg. Lots to do today. Just a lot of wandering around. Alright, Shane. Here is your cave carrot. That should give us a prize ticket. Perfect. Curious Substance is done. 2,500 gold. Shane is going to pay 75 for the cave carrot. And then I wanted to see whether or not this works. No. No, it does not. That's okay. Worth a try. Thought the greenhouse was for coffee and Grandpa's shed was for starfruit. That is a good point. I did say that I wanted to plant some coffee in there. I don't think I want to fill it with coffee because that's just far too much coffee. But I will go ahead and plant some coffee in there. I think that is a good idea to do. Next step is I need to catch myself a largemouth bass. I don't know why it single clicked there. Largemouth bass and a carp. We didn't get the treasure, but that's okay. I wanted the perfect catch, even though I have the quality bobber on, so these are going to be iridium no matter what. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's okay. Largemouth bass does still spawn here, 17%, and carp is 18%, so hopefully this doesn't take us too long. There is the largemouth bass. And now we just need a carp. I might have had a carp in my chest back home, but it's alright. I'm sure we'll find one in no time. And of course, now that I have my quality bobber on, I haven't got a single not perfect catch. Feels bad. Feels very bad. There is our carp. I can't even... Who wanted the carp? We need 5 of them? Well, okay. I guess we're fishing for a little bit. I didn't realize it was 5 carp. That's a little bit ridiculous, Demetrius. We also need to grab hazelnuts. I need 5 hazelnuts in order to get perfection, so I'm going to grab those as well. I say that I need them in order to get perfection. I don't know that I do. Some of them are probably for quests, and I don't think you need to complete all of the quests to get perfection. But I'll need some of them for recipes as well. So I just want to have enough for everything so that I don't have, you know, a giant list of quests running around. There is another carp. I think that's 3. No, that's 2. So 3 more. That's right. We'll do some fishing together. We haven't done fishing in a little bit. And I mean, largemouth bass sell for a decent amount. That is not a carp, and my first not perfect catch, but it should still be iridium because we do have the quality bobber on. And the question is, will we be able to do all of this before we run out of bait? And potentially before it reaches 7 o'clock, because I would like to go and see Jody as well and complete that quest. We'll see. There is number 3. How was the break? Feel like it's been forever since your last video. Yeah, that is your fault. I mean, there was a video put out late last night, to be fair. Or the night before. I don't know if you've caught up on that yet, but the break was fantastic. We both definitely needed a holiday. We had a fantastic time just hanging out by the pool, eating good food, you know, doing holiday things. We didn't crash the motorbike this time, which is, you know, a good thing. And we also escaped just before the floods happened. I don't know if you guys heard the news about the floods in Bali, but they happened the day after we left. Like 14 people killed in those floods. It was crazy to see in the news. So I'm very, very glad that we got out when we did. We didn't change our schedule. No one knew it was coming. We just happened to get lucky. It's 6:30. I think this might be the last fish we try and catch before we head down to Jody's. And then I'll probably come out and catch the rest of them. And then we'll go and see Marlin. And then we might go to Sandy's. The greenhouse might have to wait until tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Alright, let's switch this over. Drink some coffee. I don't think you need to be precisely on time. But we should get somewhat close to being there at 7. And that should count as completing that. Got colleagues that arrived the day of the floods. Wow, that's rough. That's rough. Did they have to cancel plans or change accommodation or anything? Or were they somewhat unaffected? I know they bounced back relatively quickly. Alright, it's now 7:10. I hope this still counts. 7:20 still might count. Alright, cool. It still counts. Did not see those floods. I live in America and everything here is on fire. Can't wait to the rest of the world. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And yes, you do smell fresh fish. The freshest of fish. We caught them today. Perfect. That quest is complete. I feel like part of the family now. Alright, the only thing left to do is catch some carp. Go see Marlin. Go see Sandy. I mean, there's still plenty to do today, but our quest list is back to a much more reasonable level. To be honest, the entire world is currently on fire. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong about that. They returned back quick. They live in Perth. 5-minute flight. Yeah, that is kind of lucky. It's a 6-hour flight for me. It's rough. It's just that little bit too long. And we typically fly with Jetstar, which, you know, if you know anything about Australian flights, Jetstar is not known for their quality. They're known for their price. And their seats are basically... They basically don't have any cushions. But it was alright. The flight back's a bit rough. We generally take the red-eye and then drive for another 5 hours back home, so that kind of sucks, but you know, we managed. We did it. And that is carp 4 out of 5. Batic Air. Yeah, right. I actually don't think I've ever seen a flight from them to Bali from Sydney or Melbourne. But that might just be because I'm not paying attention and my wife generally books the flights. I will grab those hazelnuts as well. Pretty sure it's still better than Tiger was. Yeah, probably. Probably. They're just so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. There is hazelnut number 3. We just need 2 more. We might even do a little bit of a foraging day tomorrow and make sure we've got all of the things that we absolutely need. Let's switch back to this inventory. Go ahead and give Marlin that. Talk to him, and that is 75 points to the next level. We have gifted them twice already this week, so on Sunday I'll probably give them another one, or we'll just come up and talk to him a couple times, and that should be okay. Do we have any collections from Gil? Yes, we have a skeleton mask. Perfect. I forgot that we did the skeletons. That's okay. Alright, from here, what else do we need to do? We have a prize ticket. I don't mind keeping that for a little bit. Carp. Who wanted the carp? That's Demetrius. Is Demetrius back inside yet? Yes, and they're probably shut, so that's a thing that we'll have to do tomorrow. That's fine. Let's go back to the bus stop. Go home, sort out the inventory. I didn't take my gold bars to Clint. That's unfortunate. Oh well, that'll be okay. Let me also... Actually, that's probably fine. I can unlock the rabbit's foot. I'll keep the gold bars on me, keep the coffee on me. Everything else can be auto-sorted. And then the hazelnuts will go in there. Honestly, I'm not even going to worry about smoking these fish. I probably should have kept some of them, but that's alright. We'll deal with fish a little bit later on. Decoration is going to be the skeleton mask, and then we have our very first Starfruit jelly? Well, I didn't mean to put that in there, but sure. It's 1,550 gold. I'll take it. I did not mean to do that, but that's okay. And we'll go ahead and make up some more coffee. Since I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and deal with the greenhouse a little bit as well. We are going to need an amount of iridium sprinklers. I'm not sure how many. Let's start with 4 because I don't have the starfruit seeds on me at the moment anyway. Yeah, let's figure out how many we need, then we can maybe go ahead and warp to the desert. Let's grab a desert warp totem just so that we can actually go ahead and do that. And then check out this greenhouse. Now it is, keep the cup. I don't actually need to. I think I can talk to him. I think I can talk to him without having those carp on me. And he'll still be happy. Because it is, yeah, just starting to threaten. If you can fish them, he doesn't actually need to see them and we get to keep them. So I think selling them is okay. And this is our greenhouse. It is much larger than the vanilla one. That is because of Stardew Valley Expanded. I think it's mostly Stardew Valley Expanded and not the Frontier Farm. But yeah, that is that. All right, let's go ahead and hoe up at least one of these 5x5s. And I think that is all the coffee I'm going to grow in here. And then the rest will be ancient fruit. And if I am looking at this correctly, that should be... what? There should be 9 total sprinklers in here, so 8 times 24 is math. If anyone could do that for me, that would be fantastic. Should be fine on an overpopulation quest. Yeah, I think I am. Let's not go to the... well, let's go to the desert. I don't know. I think she shuts at 12, so we might be able to get there in time. Maybe not, though. It is now 12 on the dot, and yeah, it's locked. Wow, really? Open 9 a.m. to 11:50 p.m.? That's rough. 192? Thank you. I will need that number again later on because I'm not allowed in a shop. Walk back to the farm. I'm going to move those back to where they actually belong. And that should be okay. All right. We have more coffee. Coffee is so fast to produce in these kegs. I think eventually I will have dedicated coffee kegs, like in my greenhouse. But for right now, what we're doing seems to be working. Also, for some reason, it only kept one of the gold bars on me. If I do that and then hit Q, yeah, no, they don't disappear. I don't know what happened there. That's fine. All right, with that all said and done, let's... still watering can needs to be picked up. That's tomorrow. Water crops in the greenhouse, we don't care about that. We'll do that eventually. I think tomorrow I would like to go ahead and start the next house upgrade with Robin. And this might be the noise for the raccoons. Yeah, that's the raccoon noise. There it is. So they'll be open and awake and we can start their quest as well. All right, on the day we made 39,000 gold. That should bring us up over 100,000. But I quickly need to go to the bathroom. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. Alright, I am back. And I just got a notification from Discord saying that someone just got the tier 1 membership, allowing them access to the members only chat in Discord. So if you have joined on Twitch Prime during this stream, we are streaming live on Twitch as well, in case you were not aware. !Twitch in chat to get the link to that if you would prefer watching over there. You will also get access to the members only channel on Discord. So if you're trying to get into there but you don't want to support on YouTube, Twitch Prime is a great option for that. But yeah, let's get in to day 19 of fall. And I've honestly completely forgotten what I wanted to do. Greenhouse. I would like to go to Robin. I need to upgrade my watering can. I think that's it. I think that's most of the things I need to do today. Traveling Merchant is in town. We have 5 crops ready to harvest, and we have the bulletin board. Andy wants a green algae. I can absolutely do that. And Evelyn is here to look at our farm. Lovely walk out here. I haven't seen this old farm in a long time. It looks even better than I remember. Are you going to give me something? Yes. Gift from one gardener to another. That is our very first garden pot. Grow them. You can use them to grow crops of any season indoors. Talk to Demetrius. Thank you. Thank you. But also they look nice outside, but out here they can only house in season crops. Perfect. So that is the garden pot. That's another recipe that we needed. Fantastic. All right. Talk to Demetrius. I mean, there's so many things. We get the mini obelisk from the wizard. Oh, that's a shame. I thought this gave us the monster musk. That's rough. Well, that is what it is. And Carolyn would like to buy a pumpkin from me. I can absolutely do that as well. All right, in decoration, we are going to throw the garden pot. Everything else can go away. Let's go ahead and deal with our normal chores. A couple more broccolis. And deal with our animals, and then we'll get started with all of the things that we need to do today. If someone could write me an actual list, that would be fantastic, because I've already forgotten all of the things that I wanted to do today. And we get a new baby lizard, which means I need to bring up my wheel of names. This is something that I haven't quite decided yet. What tier on Twitch should be included on the wheel of names? I feel like potentially like tier 2 subs could go on this wheel. Just because, you know, we have Golden Panda members, which is like tier 3 on YouTube on this wheel. So this is your last chance for right now to be this lizard. If you guys would like to join as a Golden Panda member or a tier 2 sub on Twitch, go ahead and do that now. Otherwise, forever hold your peace. And we will go ahead and name this lizard. So, for starters, its name is Rappy, but we will spin the wheel. And this is going to be Apache 6467. Apache, if I can spell. Oh my goodness. Apache 6467. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Hope it's Keysel too. We haven't got through the full list yet, so you're not on there at the moment. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Let me go ahead and hide the wheel of names, remove them from the list, and we'll go ahead and continue dealing with our animals. Is this coop full now? It's got to be getting close, right? Make sure I actually put my eggs in before I forget. And perfect. All right, let's go to the barn and deal with that as well. We also have an additional truffle. I love the mod that puts this little bubble over the top of them. It's one of my favorite mods in the whole world. Just makes it so much easier to deal with and find them without having to like dig through long grass. Watering can, starfruit. Gotcha. Anything else? I feel like there was more than that. We'll figure it out. I'm sure I'll forget something, but that's okay. Alright, we have 2 more legend row. Amazing. And those don't get harvested yet. That's fine. We can wait on that. We don't have to do our trees. Yep, we don't have to do any of that, so that's all good. Let's go ahead and do a quick queue to get rid of everything. Throw that in there, throw that in there. I think we're keeping more broccoli than we need. Let me just have a look. Yeah, we have 11 broccoli in here plus 9. I actually have a spreadsheet here that tells me how many I need. In terms of broccoli, I only need 2. So let's get rid of that. Actually, let's put those back in there. We'll leave 3 just in case, and we'll sell the rest. I think that'll be okay. We also have a couple more things in here that we probably don't need, but that's okay. It's better to have more than not enough. Alright, they can go in there. Legend row can go ahead and start being processed. We should have enough here to get that done. Perfect. And let's have a look. Calendar, nothing there. Demetrius and something with gold bars, also house upgrade. Yes, what does the house upgrade require? Let me just quickly have a look because I don't want to get there and realize that I don't have the things that I need. I know that I could buy the phone and figure it out, but you know, it's just easier not to. All right, so we need 65,000 gold, which we have, and 100 hardwood. That should be doable. We should have plenty of hardwood available to us. We have 300 and something. Let's go ahead and get 100 of those out. That is for Robin. All right, if we have a look at our quests, carving pumpkins. Caroline wants a pumpkin. We should have a pumpkin available for her. If we grab out a pumpkin there, that is for Caroline. Carp. Andy wants a green algae, so we'll grab that out as well. Should have plenty of those. And that should be everything there. All right, start off with, let's head over to the traveling merchant cart. Then we'll run down to Andy, and then we'll figure it out from there. That should be all right. Should be fine. Oh, and we also have the raccoons. Let's go ahead and see what this is. Okay, they want 100 pieces of hardwood to fix up the stump. I happen to have that because of Robin, so let's use it here, and then we'll run back up to the farm, grab that on our way back. So we need to wait for them to move in. That'll be fine. Perfect. That actually worked out very, very nicely. And look at that. We have a Nautilus shell. I'm absolutely buying that 100%. I want to get that done as soon as possible, so we might even run by the community center on the way as well. All right, let's go see Andy next. Prize tickets, you will have 3 after Demetrius. Demetrius actually won't give me a prize ticket for this because we had 2 quests available at the same time. We gave Shane the cave carrot. That gave us the prize ticket. If we have a look here, this will give us our first star. But I might go ahead and grab that prize ticket anyway, since we are heading back to the farm. I don't think the star drop tea is next, but it shouldn't be too far off. I think there still might be another 2 rewards before we get to that point. All right. Andy is in his kitchen, and what did Andy want? Green algae. Absolutely. There you go. Perfect. Delivery, Andy. Now we have 1 star, so we'll get the 2nd star with Demetrius, and that'll be fine. We're still looking for hazelnuts too, so if you see hazelnuts, and you guys didn't remind me, but I remembered myself, we have another mastery level we can spend. And the question is, what do we want? Do we want mining for the heavy furnace and the statue of the Dwarf King? Should have 2 tickets and the Star Drop Tea as the 2nd reward. Is it really? Well, that's fantastic. Gem-bearing rocks now grant twice the gems, or do we want the anvil, which will give us trinkets, which will allow us to get the fairy, which means we don't have to heal as much. That is the main reason for that. Or we could get that. I don't really care about that as much. The fishing mastery is kind of nice as well, but yeah, I think I want... Oh, I don't know. I think I want trinkets. Too late. It's already done. Alright. Now, that done, we should go back up to the farm, grab our prize tickets, because we will also have one for completing the ectoplasm quest as well, right? Yeah, let's grab our prize tickets, anything we need for the community center, and then we'll head into town. And we need to grab hardwood as well. Don't forget the hardwood. That can go ahead and get sold. We will grab out another 100 hardwood. We're going to have to farm some of that up at some point too. We do have a little bit of a maple, of a mahogany farm over on the left, so I should probably do that, but you know, we'll get there. And then anything that we need for... Oh, we have 2 prize tickets in there. I didn't realize that. That's nice. Anything we need for... Age Legend Road doesn't need to be in there. Okay, we don't have anything else for the community center, so that's fine. Alright. We should have everything we need. I hope. Let's just run across. Because we need to see Jody anyway. Right? And Jody should, in theory, be in her house. Perfect. There she is. You wanted... What did you want? Bring Caroline a pumpkin. Okay. I almost gave a pumpkin to the very wrong person. Caroline is in Pierre's. Perfect. We get a little cutscene. Oh, I don't like this. No, this isn't the cutscene I don't like. This cutscene's actually kind of cute. Basically just all of the farmers in Pierre's buying stuff. Everyone praising Pierre, even though Pierre himself, questionable. But better than Jojamart, right? Better than Jojamart. Alright, Caroline is in her room. Do we have enough hearts to actually get in there? Yes, yes we do. Alright, I will give you your pumpkin. Perfect. That is that done. Let's go ahead and head over to Clint's next. So many things to do today. My goodness. I probably should have gone... Oh no, that's fine. We don't need to see Demetrius before we do the prize ticket. So let's grab that prize ticket. And this should give us a star drop tea. Which we may go ahead and give... No, there's no star drop tea in here. You lied to me. We will get the friendship book though. Which is going to be nice. We get some saplings. And we get the friendship book. You lied. I can't believe you would lie to me like that. Alright, and then the fish smoker is over there, which we don't really need, but, you know, it's good. We become friends with people a little bit faster. I will absolutely go ahead and read that instantly. That'll be very nice to have. And then we can go ahead and see Clint. Turn in our watering can. Or our hoe, whichever one we prefer, really. But I think I will go ahead and do the watering can, just because... I think you got the tea in the last episode. Yeah, I did. But I thought there might have been another one. Let's do watering can for 10,000 gold, and I'll probably do the hoe up to gold next. Alright, next stop is the community center. And we'll turn in that Nautilus shell. Then we'll head up to Demetrius and Robin. Unless Demetrius is in town. No, he's at Robin's. That's fine. You can head up there. Perfect. Still looking for hazelnuts too, if you happen to see any. Alright, Nautilus shell can go in. Field research, Nautilus shell done. Gives us a recycling machine. And the only thing we're waiting for is a duck feather. And then that should be complete. Fantastic. We're getting there. We're getting closer. Alright. Up to Robin's. Get the house upgrade. Talk to Demetrius. And then I might go up and talk to Marlon as well. See if we can't get that up to 5 hearts sooner rather than later. Alright, hello. I would like you to upgrade my house, please. 65,000 gold and 100 pieces of hardwood. Go ahead and get started on that. I almost left without talking to Demetrius, but we did do it. And that did complete even though we didn't have the carp in our inventory, which I'm very glad about. Alright, we may as well talk to everyone here since we are around. I'll even talk to Robin. Just because we now have that friendship book, talking to people is a little bit more valuable. And then we'll head up and talk to Marlon. I think that's all I needed to do today, apart from heading to the desert and grabbing myself some starfruit seeds. There is a hazelnut. Thank you. A couple stones. Cog. Head inside. And what are we at now? We're at 75 to the next level. What does this get us to? That gets us to 53. Okay, so like 2.5 more days of doing that, or we could just wait until we can give him a present. Either or. Alright, with that, let's head back home. Grab ourselves a... Well, we could probably just go straight from the bus stop, right? That makes sense. Costs 500 gold, but we really aren't running low on money at the moment, so I'm happy to do that. Give Pam a little bit of coin. She probably needs it. Buy all that beer. I always forget how slow the bus is. Alright, we are here. Let's go up to Sandy. And it was 192 starfruit seeds. I hope I have the money for this. I do not. Well, we got 110. Maybe I'll just plant part of the greenhouse for now. Got confused with the book. That's alright. I forgive you. Yeah, we're out of cash. There's probably a whole bunch of stuff we could sell back at the farm. If I'm being completely honest, like a whole bunch of iridium bars or something. Which may be worth doing. And while we're here, I will run into this back room and grab another statue of endless fortune for the geodes, right? It just seems to make sense. While we're here, don't go out of our way to get them, but, you know, they're nice to have. And another additional 20 warp totems to the farm. That's basically our return scepter, which we will use immediately. Perfect. I have 9 starfruit seeds in one of my chests. Not quite enough to get the greenhouse all filled out, but, you know, we're close. And then in here, I think I will throw... do I have a machine chest? Not really. I guess I can just live in here. That I don't need, that I don't need, that I don't need. Let's go ahead and sell all of those. Sell that. Endless fortune I'm going to put inside before I forget. Because, you know me. I can live there for the moment. And then let's have a look in our mining chest and see how we're doing. We have 33 iridium bars. That's $33,000. We also have 14 prismatic shards, which is amazing. We still haven't donated one of them to the museum yet, so we should probably go ahead and do that. Yeah. Do we want to sell some iridium bars? I mean, we have plenty of iridium. Let's just leave 5 on us. I will go ahead and smelt some more up, because we can. And then I think tomorrow we might go ahead and do another Skull Caverns run, just because I would like to start collecting some trinkets. Right? That seems like it would be a good idea. Yeah, we have 2 levels of mastery. Okay. Let's head over to Clint's. Let's grab out our artifact trove, our mystery boxes, our frozen geodes. I'm going to leave the omni geodes there because I want to change them into artifact troves. And we'll head over to Clint's, sell some of our iridium, process those up, and then possibly head back to the desert to buy the rest of our starfruit seeds. Which I should probably grab out so that I know how many I have. And I'll also grab out a warp totem to the desert. I'm actually considering, what if I just left these in my inventory? So that I always have them and I don't have to worry about it. Fishing carp is done. Alright. Over to Clint's. He technically shuts at 4. I think. So we might actually not be able to do this. But we'll see. I think he's still in his shop though. Oh no, he's still behind the counter. Perfect. Alright, I would like to... I was going to say, why is that even an option? I'd like to process geodes. No, I would like to go to your shop and sell you 28 iridium bars for a decent amount of money. Process geodes, artifact troves, get those done. Get another treasure appraisal guide. And open up the rest of those. I don't know if any of these actually need to go to Gunther. Wow, 2 treasure appraisal guides. Can we sell them, like trade them in at the bookshop? I don't think so. I don't think they do anything. We have a golden relic that we can hand in. And that's about it. Oh no, golden mask as well as a prismatic shard. Okay, so there's a couple things we can hand into the museum. Not too bad. I will take it. Some of those things should be worth a decent amount of money as well, now that we have the treasure appraisal guide. So, can't complain. Alright, that is done. Yeah, these are worth like a decent amount of money each. Like all of this stuff is worth a decent amount of money. So I'm actually going to head back to Clint's before 5. See if I can't sell him any of those things. And then we'll head back to the desert. I can sell him the ghost crystal, esperite, and that's it. Okay. With that, let's head back to the desert. Grab the rest of our starfruit seeds for the... what's it called? The greenhouse. And get that all set up and planted. All right, so we currently have 119. That is 120. Let's go for 150 to start. That would be enough for Grandpa's shed. We need 192. So that's 175, 180, 185, 190. Ah, so close. We're missing 3. We're really missing 3. That's rough. That makes me so sad. Okay, well, I might plant them tomorrow because I just can't live with that. No, I can probably live with that. I don't really go into the greenhouse unless I'm harvesting them, so I think that'll be fine. All right, let's warp home and get our greenhouse started. Seed maker? I don't have any starfruit laying around, so I can't use the seed maker for those. Unfortunately, they're all in my kegs, but that's okay. All right. Get that all in there. Let's go ahead and sell all of these artifacts that we don't need. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get that. Treasure appraisal guide, I'm pretty sure we can't use. So that's okay. Alright. That'll do. We needed a couple more iridium sprinklers as well. We had 4, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Apparently that's all we can do because we have no more iridium bars because I just sold all of them, but I kept the perfect amount apparently. So I'm pretty happy with that. I will take that as a win, 100%. I'm also going to move my hoe over here because I actually use it more than I think I do. And we'll set this up, get all these planted. I'm pretty sure I have enough sprinklers, right? There, and perfect. Amazing. All right, now none of this will get watered today, but that is okay. Let's start over here and just slowly work on hoeing this entire thing. Ah, I'm facing the wrong way. I hate when that happens. Penny loves extra books. I mean, we have so many prismatic shards that... Yeah, I guess. Did I already sell them? I probably already sold them, right? I'm very excited for Ginger Island. I think that is going to happen relatively soon. It should happen by the end of, like the first or second day of winter because we just need the winter foraging. We should, in theory, have all of the things necessary to fix up Willie's boat already. The only thing we might be missing a little bit of is hardwood, but we should be okay. We should be okay. And once we get this in, and we're starting to produce starfruit on a regular basis, I'm going to really have to focus on expanding my keg empire. Or at the very least, preserves jars, because they are a little bit quicker. They don't quite make as much money, but, you know, the speed means you need far less of them to actually process all of your fruit, which is nice. So I haven't completely decided if I want to go full preserves jars or full kegs or somewhere in between yet. But we'll figure that out as we go. What do you guys normally do? Do you guys normally like mass produce kegs or mass produce preserves jars or just sell stuff raw? Alright, that is all hoed up. Let's plant our starfruit that is going to be a little bit sad because we are missing 3 and go from there. Kegs. All the kegs. I mean, I know kegs are better. They're just so slow. They're just so slow. You do both? What do you use preserves jars for? Apart from like roe. Yeah, I normally make more kegs as well. And Google thinks I'm talking to it for some reason. Alright, 3 missing, but that's okay. We'll survive. We'll just pretend that they don't exist. They aren't watered, but they will get watered tomorrow, and that'll be fine. I think that was everything I wanted to do today. Anything not going in kegs? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Speaking of kegs, let's fill up our kegs with a little bit more coffee. Get that going. And how are we doing on keg materials, is my question. 3 coffees make a triple espresso, calculated. I mean, yeah. We are making triple shot espresso. I'm just storing the coffee in a chest for the moment and dealing with it once we sort of run out of triple shot espresso. It's fine. We can currently make 17, and that is actually limited by our wood situation. We have 33 oak resin available, so we should potentially consider doing that sooner rather than later. In terms of preserves jars, we should also make mushroom logs at some point too. Hardwood and moss. I just don't want to do that yet because I want to make the statue of blessings or whatever it's called. And that requires 333 moss. So I don't want to use all my moss on mushroom logs and then be sad about it later on. Preserves jars, we are basically good. I think the only thing limiting us there is wood. So yeah, I think I will go ahead and do kegs. But that's going to require cutting down some more trees. And speaking of trees, we should probably go ahead and clear out our mahogany situation at some point too. Do we have any more mahogany seeds anywhere? Yes, we have a whole bunch. Let me get those and get that started. We'll have 3 spots in the greenhouse for that triple espresso. Yeah, no. Having coffee up there and down the bottom right would actually drive me insane. That sounds worse than the situation I've got now. Also, why are these taking so long to grow? Mahogany takes so damn long. Well, we'll plant up a bunch more because, you know, we'll eventually need the hardwood. And I think that's a good plan. Since we have the seeds, we may as well go ahead and plant them. And that was a path. Perfect. Get that path back in. Hopefully get another mahogany seed and put that down there. I know I could use tree fertilizer on this, but I just couldn't be bothered. And yeah, that should pretty much do it for today. Oh, I wasn't referring to your comment. I just said that, and then I noticed that you commented it. Yeah. Tree fertilizer. Well, firstly, actually, speaking of tree fertilizer, I can't because I need more fiber for the statue, and I don't have the fiber seed recipe yet. So using tree fertilizer would actually be a bad thing. We do, however, have some, so I'll take all of that back. Let's go ahead and put this on. But I'm not going to make more because of the tree fiber thing. And I'm only going to do it on the empty seeds because they're so much easier to fertilize than anything else. And I apologize for that horrible noise. And that actually was exactly the amount we needed. Perfect. Alright, now we can go ahead and head to bed. And pat our dog, who decided who wants to be sleeping in the other room. It's fine. Alright, go to bed for the night. Quickly check on all of my things. Everything is looking good. Perfect. Alright, did we make decent money today? We made okay money. Around 20 grand. Not too bad. We are still in need of a good money making method. And I think honestly Starfruit is going to be that. I think that's what our main money making method is going to be. Daily bulletin board. Demetrius wants 4 red snapper. Red snapper is in fall, right? Sorry, caps. Yeah, 6 to 7 fall, summer, and winter by the beach when it's raining. It is not raining in time, so we can't actually do that. Unless we have red snapper in here, which we might, but we actually need to catch them, so that wouldn't have worked anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and throw that in there and get on with our daily chores. And it is the day that we harvest our birch tree and our maple trees, so keep that in mind. Thank you. Didn't think it was going to give it to me then. Oh, there's our final hazelnut. Got some stuff to do, so I'll have to go to the date, try and catch you on Saturday. No worry, fire from the skies. Thank you for hanging out and enjoying the stream. It's a pleasure to have you here. There is a dinosaur egg. We will absolutely be selling that rather than putting that in the mayonnaise machine, because with the treasure appraisal guide, it sells for more. That just means we have to be careful while we're doing this not to miss, and thankfully we don't. Perfect. We also get our very first crimson roe, which I have no idea how much it sells for. I have no idea how much it sells for once it's preserved, but I wanted to find out, so that is why we are doing that. Grab out our milk, throw that in, Just like so. One more. And that is our animals done for the day. Alright, Crimson Row. What do you look like? You sell for 780 on your own. Not too bad. And then I don't know how much the Age Row sells for yet. But that's fine. And we need to harvest these guys up as well. Perfect. They are all in sync now, which makes me very, very happy. And yeah, we should be good. One day until the watering can is upgraded. I think today I want to go into Skull Caverns, even though it says we should stay home today. Should I just do it tomorrow? I mean, I don't really have anything else I wanted to do today anyway, so maybe we do both? We'll see. We'll see how we go. I think I will do it today though. Let's go ahead and throw all of that in there. Grab our row, and we actually need an additional preserves jar in order to be able to do that. So let's grab one of those out and start filling this out a little bit. There is another aged crimson fish row. Perfect. All right, with nothing else on the list, let's go ahead and get our inventory sorted for Skull Caverns. Drop off that, and that. Grab out our Master Slingshot, our Mega Bombs, our normal bombs, Lucky Ring, Spicy Eel, Rubies. I'm going to take the diamonds as well. We probably don't need to take the diamonds. We should probably start saving those. And I will take... I'll take my 2 staircases just in case we need them. Lucky Ring is going to get swapped out. Throw the burglar ring back in there. Coffee can go away for the moment. We don't necessarily need that. And then cheese can go there, and that can go there, and that should be everything we need. I think I will also throw out the warp totems that I don't need right now, and that should be fine. Got a lot of Omni Geodes. Do I? I do too. Alright, we'll take those as well. Change them into artifact troves. And let's go to... Let's just quickly, before I do that, let's check on our bomb situation. I would like some more Mega Bombs, please. I would also like a little bit more explosive ammo. Let's go for 125. That should keep us out of trouble. And then we can go ahead and warp to the desert. Alright, first step is first. Let's go ahead and eat ourselves a spicy eel, drink ourselves a triple shot espresso, and see the trader to grab ourselves both artifact troves. I probably should buy some more desert warp totems at some point too, but we'll also grab a whole bunch of spicy eel with our rubies. Alright, that is 18 artifact troves. That's actually probably worth a decent amount of money once we break them open with Clint. And now we can go ahead and head into the mines. And let's see how lucky we get today, even though we have... Maybe we should stay home today. First thing we see is a diamond, so honestly, it can't be that bad, right? It can't be that bad. There is a shaft already, so 8 levels. I'll take it. I mean, it's looking fine for me. What we're really looking for is trinkets today. That would be very nice. I don't know if trinkets drop more regularly from monsters or from nodes, but you know, we'll kill both. I hate this level so very much, but there is a diamond, so yeah, can't complain too much. There is a ladder in the middle there. It's kind of annoying. It's so far away. It's such a long run. I hate it so much. Wow. Big rock in the way as well. Fantastic. Well, at this point we may as well go all the way into the center and break all of those crates, because you never know, you might get something decent. Make this all worthwhile? Maybe. I mean, a little bit of coal, a little bit of iron. Yeah, that wasn't worth it at all. I probably should have just used a staircase right at the start, to be completely honest with you. But, you know, it is what it is. The interesting thing about the infested minecart level is there is always a staircase at the end, so you don't actually have to fight the enemies if you don't want to. You can just run past them, which I always found a little bit funny. Maybe the slimes will drop us a ladder? Nope. Unlucky. Gonna hop off. No worries, Kiesel. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a good night too. Appreciate you. Still no ladder. There's probably an automatic ladder on this level. Or we just got somewhat lucky on the first few levels and now we've lost that luck. But that is what it is. There's a shaft. Okay, maybe it's back. Maybe I just had to say we were out of luck. Hopefully that luck sticks around now. Have we got any trinkets yet? That is the question. No. Okay. Keep an eye out because I will probably miss them when we get them. And if you guys could let me know, that would be fantastic. We should have the trinket slot now though, right? Yeah, we do. Perfect. No ladder from that is actually a little bit criminal. Eat some cheese so we don't die. Instant ladder from the serpent. We love to see it. I did not even see that shaft there. I'm glad I ran around a little bit there because I would have missed it and I would have blown something up, found the ladder and fell down. But thankfully, we did see it, so we're okay. No ladder from that is actually insane. But then we get one from the bat, so I guess it's okay. We are feeling a little bit slow, so we drink another coffee. Look, this run is not going nearly as well as the other one, but it's honestly still not bad. Considering we have bad luck today, I think we're doing alright. We're making decent progress. Obviously, I would like more trinkets. I still don't think I have a single one. But we're still getting good resources, so I'll still take it. Another 6 levels in that shaft as well. I hate this floor. But we get a shaft, so I don't hate it nearly as much. But we do get another floor exactly the same. Of course we do. I knew I shouldn't have said anything. Eat some cheese. Do not die. Alright, we're getting into the levels where we actually get iridium now, so hopefully that also increases our chances of getting trinkets. I don't 100% know that it does, but, you know, you never know. Another 3 levels there. Decent level for our slingshot. Maybe, maybe not. Ow. Okay, that was abysmal. That's okay. That's why we have bombs. Blow up the middle, blow up as many rocks as you can, hopefully find a rock. I mean, ladder. And spicy eel goes in the belly. Heals us up nicely, and we get an additional 8 floors in that shaft. No ladder up there. Let's go ahead with another bomb down here. Still no ladder. A little bit rough. Nothing really over there that I care about gathering. I'm just trying to go as fast as I possibly can. Get as many levels deep as I can. Still nothing. My goodness. Really? Okay, at this point this is just a little bit rigged. Thank you. Ah, there was a shaft next to me. Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. Wow. Okay, our luck is definitely gone at this point. We shouldn't have to blow up that many rocks in that small of a level to get a ladder down. My one bit of advice for you guys, if you are trying to get nice and low in the mines, is don't collect loot. If you want to get as low as you possibly can, just try and find a ladder, beeline for it immediately, and you'll make much quicker progress. Also, try and just run around the enemies rather than killing them, because that takes up so much of your time. Another little fun fact, the time runs slower in Skull Caverns. The days are just a little bit longer, like by a decent amount too. I was trying to find my bombs that I actually have run out of, which is why I was standing there for so long, but that is okay. We'll manage. See, like here, just run through. You know there's a ladder at the end. You don't have to fight anything on your way through. You're faster than them, especially if you've got a spicy eel and a triple shot espresso. You can just run through and get nice and deep in the mines. Deeper you go, the more resources you'll find as well. Well, specifically, the more iridium ore you'll find. Probably see if I can actually just craft up some normal bombs. Yeah, I can make 37 of them, so I'm going to keep those on me because we don't always need the mega bombs. They mean that we have to run a little bit further away to stay safe, and sometimes all you need is a regular bomb. And we need to eat cheese once again. Health is a little bit lower than I'd like it to be. Infested level, I just want to get out of here as soon as I can. I don't have time to be dealing with all those bats. It's just not worth the trouble. They can drop battery packs if you are running low, but for the most part, they're not really worth killing. They're strong, they're tough, and they hit hard. So, unless you really need battery packs, I wouldn't recommend it. Infested level, we are just going to immediately ladder out of because, again, I don't have time for that. Well, 2 levels down to floor 100. In case you weren't aware, you don't have to worry about whether or not you take a shaft down when you're closing in on level 100. You will always end up on level 100. I've never overshot it with a shaft, so I'm pretty sure that is accurate information. I think the minimum level most of the time for a shaft is 3 levels, but we just got 2. And it took us down to level 100. So yeah, don't worry too much about taking shafts down if you are close to level 100. I used to think that I would miss level 100 if I took a shaft, but I don't believe that is the case. I think you can even get a 1 level drop on a shaft if you are on floor 99. So something to keep in mind. Might help someone eventually at some point in their Stardew career. Health, health, health. Don't die. Alright, we're good. And don't worry, I did see the shaft. I'm not missing it. I just wanted to grab all of my loot. Another 6 levels there. Beautiful. Another good reason to do the Skull Cavern is because it gets you so much mastery skill. The amount of bombs you detonate, which translates to mining experience, is just massive, and it's definitely one of the fastest ways to level up mastery, in my personal opinion. I think fishing could probably come close to rivaling it, but I don't think it would. I don't think it would overtake. And there is a prismatic shard for us. Have we actually found multiple of them yet? Yeah, we've got 2 so far. So, not too bad considering it's an unlucky day. We are slow again though, so let's drink ourselves another coffee. And no ladder down there. I will drop this and then I'll immediately run up to these crates and break all of those, just to sort of maximize the amount of time we're spending. Don't have to stand around and wait for the bomb nearly as much. Unfortunately though, that bomb didn't produce a ladder, which is honestly kind of just super annoying. We don't need to worry about the dwarf scroll. They sell for a gold each. And once you have them all, you can pretty much just ignore them. So that'll be fine. There's the ladder. It is 1:40 a.m. I was about to eat this eel, but instead I'm just going to go down the floor, walk back to the farm. 1:17 on the day, not too bad, not too bad. And I think we got some decent loot. 2 emeralds, 4 rubies, 3 jade. Where is all of the other stuff? 2 iridium sprinklers from one of those treasure rooms, not too bad. 2 prismatic shards and 217 iridium ore. So yeah, really can't complain, but we definitely need to just run directly inside here. Otherwise we will pass out in front of our farm, and I don't want to do that. And we pass out right next to our bed, as per usual. And 3,720 gold on the day. Let's get into the very final day of the quote-unquote episode. We will, of course, start the day with the Queen of Sauce and learn to cook glazed yams. Sounds absolutely delicious. We'll grab our artifact troves. That is 21 in total now. We'll do a quick queue to clean up our inventory. A couple of our geodes can end up in there. Have a couple of decorative items. In terms of our sprinklers, they can probably go... Can I access this chest from here? No, of course I can't. I have to go around. That's the annoying thing about having this set up the way it is. I'm going to throw the 2 iridium sprinklers in there because we don't really need them. But at the same time, I don't want to get rid of them because I feel like they will come in handy later on. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. The mystery box can end up in there. Diamonds can end up back in there. I'm actually going to take them out and move them to my mining chest at this point because I'm no longer using them for the triple shot espressos, right? We're making those ourselves. Cave carrots should have automatically gone in there. I'm not 100% sure why they didn't. Probably because I actually have them locked. So I want to unlock those so they get automatically sorted. Cave carrots can now go in there. And energy tonic can be sold. Rusty spoon can be sold. And we'll grab all of our things out. Did I say I wanted to do Skull Caverns 2 days in a row? I did. It's also Robin's birthday. Gold watering can from Clint. I don't think I will. So I will go ahead and throw away all of my Skull Cavern related items. The life elixir can go away, and then we can just sort out our inventory, get our tools back out, and go from there, getting on with our daily chores and such. I'm going to keep the lucky ring on for now. I don't know how much it makes a difference for other day-to-day tasks, but I'm going to keep it on, just to change it up a little bit. Let's go like something like that, and I will also grab out the remaining warp totems in case I want to warp anywhere. We will grab out some more iridium and coal, get that smelting up, sort out all of our machines. We have some more legendary roe that has been aged, which is always nice to see. My coffee is still away as well. I don't really care about the coffee at the moment. We'll just leave them to sit for a bit. I'll harvest it, but I won't worry about refilling them. I don't think it's worth it. We still have plenty. Robin's still working on the house at 2 AM. What a champ. Yeah, I absolutely agree. She works hard when she's working, for sure. Let's get all of those put away. Sell our aged legend roe and start harvesting our crops. Huge broccoli harvest today, which is nice. They all seem to sync up at the end of the season. Not 100% sure how that happened, but that's okay. I will absolutely take it. We have a little bit more oak resin, so that is going to be more kegs. I might even go ahead and do another tree chopping day today because we are in the need of kegs, and wood is really our limiting factor. Now, we could buy the wood from Robin, but it's so quick to harvest that I'm just not going to worry about it. And we also get our first duck feather, which is going to mean the bulletin board can be completed, which is going to mean we're going to gain a whole bunch of friendship with everyone in town, and that will be lovely. That should even bring Marlin up to 5 stars, and we don't have to worry about trying to make friends with him as much as we were before. And we get more crimson roe, which is lovely. I'm really curious to see how much that sells for aged, because if it's anything like the legend roe, I will be very, very happy. I'll put that in there just so that my inventory is organized when I pull it all back out again. Get those done. Farm cave is ready. Traveling merchant is ready. Crimson row is ready. Grab that. There is a whole bunch of oak resin available to harvest, so we'll grab all of that. I probably should just do one side at a time. It'll be quicker. I'm trying to multitask there. Grab out our pine tar. Was our pine tar ready as well? Or did I just do that too early? I just did that too early again. God damn it. One day that'll be synced up. One day it will be, I promise. It is also tree day, so let's do our trees. Get that done. And that should be good. Alright, money tree. As well as our tree down the bottom of the farm. I think we have an apple tree somewhere too that I just have been neglecting. It might be at the bottom of our crop field. Let me run over there and check. I completely forgot about the apples. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there it is. We have an apple tree here that I've not been collecting even a little bit. But that's fine. We don't really need the apples for anything particularly important, so it is what it is. Alright, with all of that collected, let's have a look here. Clint wants an eel. Where do we get eels from? Raining. Probably not. Sorry. If it's a raining fish, I'm not going to give it to you. You just have to find one yourself. I apologize. That is how it is. Alright, get all of that done. Throw everything else in there. We do have a couple of preserves jars ready, so we can just go ahead and drop them in. Duck feather is going to stay in my inventory because I would like to finish that today. Robin is still working. Gold watering can is finished. We don't quite have enough money to upgrade one of our tools to iridium, but if we just take, 10 iridium, sell 5 of them, we should have enough for that. And then we just need to head down to Traveling Merchant. It is also Robin's birthday, which is very convenient because she is right here. Goat's cheese is not the last thing I sold, unfortunately, but we should have some goat's cheese somewhere. Yeah, there's goat's cheese there. It's not of the best quality though. So what else do you like, Robin? Pearl, prismatic shard, and rabbit's foot. Let's just give you a prismatic shard for now. Since we have 15 of them, I think we can spare one. There you go. There is your birthday present. We are now up to 6 hearts with Robin. Fantastic. Alright, next stop is the Traveling Merchant. And let's drink a coffee as well, because, it's nice to go fast. We still have to upgrade our pan at some point too. I will just say that. There is a singular starfruit in there. Do I care? Absolutely not. Alright, nothing I want there. Let's go ahead and head to Clint's. Right, that makes the most sense to me. Get our watering can and or hoe upgraded. Probably the hoe at this point, because that is raccoons. Were the raccoons there? Thank you. Thank you for paying attention to the stream. What do they want? Hello, raccoons. I always forget they exist. Hello. Need fish. What do you want? You need 5 mussels and a smoked midnight carp. We might have some mussels, but I'll probably have to find more. At this point, I should probably go ahead and actually set up some... what are they called? Crab pots on the beach. So, in lieu of that, let's go ahead and find where the crab pot recipe is. We can make 5. That is mostly because we are lacking iron. Okay, that's fine. 5 should be enough for now. And we should, in theory, have a whole bunch of bait that I will just leave in my inventory for when we do crab pots, right? And we can head down to the ocean. We don't go down there very often, but when we do, we can do that. It is also Sunday, which is kind of annoying. I wish we'd done this yesterday. That way there would have been more loot on the beach for us to forage, but these things happen. All right, we have our gold watering can back. Let's go ahead and shop, sell half of our iridium bars to Clint, upgrade tools, and I am going to go for... Oh, our hoe isn't gold yet. Okay, well, let's go for the iridium watering can then, because we don't have any gold on us, and that'll be fine. Since we now have this bait on us, we can also go ahead and redo these crab pots. And then we'll head down to the ocean, find as many mussels as we can. That'll be very easy once we unlock Ginger Island because there are like mussel nodes down there. But maybe we can find 5 before then, and that would be nice. In saying that, there really isn't a lot here. Alright, crab pots, let's just go ahead and place them down in a row, like so. Get those all filled up. And we'll check over here, but I doubt that we'll find, yeah, no, not a single mussel to be seen. Smoked midnight carp. When is midnight carp around? Midnight carp is fall in the mountains between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Okay, we can probably do that tonight. I think that'll be fine. We will quickly just check our chests. We might even have a midnight carp available to us. Maybe I kept one. If not, we'll check our chests for mussels nonetheless. Alright, back at the farm we have... Okay, I should probably go ahead and get the upgraded chests. Okay, we have 2 mussels in here, and that's it. So we need 3 more mussels in order to be able to do that. I am not seeing a midnight carp immediately. Doesn't mean we don't have one. We do have one. Alright, that midnight carp go in our fish smoker. We just need a singular piece of coal. And I'm going to leave this in my fish smoker just to remind me that I still need mussels. Right? That's my general plan. That can go in there. Switch that over. And I meant to go to the community center, but I completely forgot. So let's head over there now. And this should be the very last thing we need for this entire bundle. Bundle complete. That will give us another seed maker and trigger the cutscene where that finishes. That should give us friendship with a whole bunch of different people. We could, in theory, still go up to Marlin and give him the slime egg, but I don't think we need to at this point. I might anyway, just because we need to keep increasing friendship with people, but I don't think it's 100% necessary, right? Let's just walk back to the farm, grab our slime egg, throw this seed maker away, and go from there. And then I think we will just go down to Cindersap Forest for the day and cut a whole bunch of trees. Seed maker can go in there for now. It's like our seed chest. Sort of makes sense, right? Alright, then we go into here, we grab our slime egg that I didn't put in there. Where did I put my slime egg? Did I sell it? I might have sold it. I might have sold it. What else does Marlin like? Marlin also likes pearls, prismatic shards, and rabbit's feet. Okay, well, we can have a prismatic shard then, and that'll be fine. My bad. It might be in a chest somewhere, but it's not where I expected it to be, so we're ignoring it for now. Let's go up to the mines, head down, see Marlin, and finally get 5 stars with him, 5 hearts with him, which should eventually trigger the cutscene for the sewers. Yeah, we are now at 5 hearts. Fantastic. Alright. That's a different cutscene. That's not the cutscene we need, I don't think. Is it? Yeah, it is. Actually, it might be. Oh, 100%. Perfect. I didn't realize we'd get it straight away. Alright. That's cool. I'm happy with that. Let's head into town. Show me how to get into the sewers, please. Yeah, go ahead and unlock it and then give me the key. And now we get to meet Krobus. Hello! I would love to meet you too. Ah, fantastic. That gives us another star fruit, star drop, but we actually can't afford it yet, I don't think. It's one of the bought ones. which is, you know, it is what it is. That'll be fine. We'll get it eventually once we have a little bit more cash. But unlocking the sewers is fantastic. I particularly want to get in here so that we can farm up some more fiber. It really took me all over town, hey? And we get a key to the sewers. We will have to stop by there and just talk to Krobus, because we just have to, right? It's like, there's no choice. We unlocked it, we have to go and see it. Bus stop is not where I wanted. Actually, that might be closer. Town might have been slightly closer, but I think they're around about the same, so we're just going to run over. We only have $3,000, so we can't really buy too much here, if anything at all, but at least it's unlocked now, which is all I really wanted. Perfect. And that does also unlock a couple of new fish, including a legendary fish that we can catch down here. And the Stardew Valley Expanded adds another fish in here that is very, very, very lucrative. No, I am not. I'm not. I'm marrying Sophia. I apologize. I apologize. Alright, and the sewers are unlocked. I also don't have $10,000 to change my profession, which is a little bit annoying. We can buy Batwing, Solar Essence, and Void Essence here. Star Drop is 20,000. Crystal Floor Recipe, Wicked Statue, Wizard Catalog, Return Scepter for 2 million, Void Salmon Sushi. But the real reason I wanted to come down here is because of this, right? I want to change my profession for 10,000 gold. So we have to make some money, and I would also like to get in here, but I believe we need to make friends with the wizard before we do that. If I can find him in the list. And we currently have no points with the wizard, so we should probably go ahead and give them some kind of gift at some point. Solar Essence, Void Essence, Rabbit's Feet, Purple Mushrooms, Prismatic Shards, Pearl, all of the things. We can make friends with the wizard relatively quickly, especially because we can get iridium quality things that he does like. But for now, let's go ahead and just cut down a whole bunch of trees. Because we need wood for kegs, right? We'll need wood for a whole bunch of things. Once we get the house upgraded again, we'll need a whole bunch of wood for casks as well. But that's okay. We'll get there slowly but surely. We are making decent progress on perfection. We've got a decent amount of the things we need in order to like ship and stuff. There's of course some things that we're missing that we can't get until year 2, but that's okay. That's okay. I also don't want to buy very many waivers if I can avoid it. We might have to buy some because, you know, we're not making friends with Morris before we're completing the community center, things like that. I don't know if that completely affects it or not. I haven't looked into it super hard, but if there's things that we can't do at the very end that are actually impossible for us to do, we will buy waivers. Otherwise, I'm going to avoid them as much as possible. Everyone loves chopping trees, right? That is a good question though. Who do you guys normally marry in your Stardew Valley playthroughs? I'm curious. Whether that be Stardew Valley Expanded or Vanilla or any of the other mods you guys might play with. I would love to know who your partner of choice is. The nicest thing about Stardew Valley Expanded, in my opinion, is the fact that you don't have to plant massive tree farms in order to grind wood. This has so many trees in it, I feel like you could never really get through it in a reasonable amount of time unless you were like just doing this every day, all day, because you needed like 17 million wood. At which point, a tree farm might be better just because you can do it in rows and you don't have to run around between the trees as much, but I prefer doing it this way, for sure. Never played the game, just enjoy watching it. Found me through Rimworld? Nice. From all of the people that you've seen me interact with so far, who would you choose, if you know any of their names? Married Emily. Kind of feel like I ruined her life. Dan said, yeah. It is a little bit rough. It's a common complaint about Stardew, right? Once you marry someone, they sort of lose their life. They lose their character. They no longer do the things that they used to do. It's sort of a little bit sad. Same as Judo, but found you from Software Inc. Oh, OG. OG. How long have you been watching now, Marchman? It's been a while. Real estate is expensive. Forgot her name. Free house. Free house. I don't know who you're talking about. Maybe Pam? No, probably not Pam. What do they look like? What are some of the interactions we've had with them? Oh, Robin. Unfortunately, she's married, my guy. But yeah, people are a little bit sad about that too. There are mods to make it so that you can marry Robin, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, no, she's not one of the romanceable NPCs in the game, unfortunately. Also found me from Software Inc. I might have to do another series on that at some point. I don't know. Software Inc. is another one of those games where I really need to be in the mood and the mindset to do it. Does it work not to marry anyone? I wouldn't say you need to marry someone to get the full Stardew experience, but you do need to marry someone in order to get perfection. To fix Shane. Yeah, good luck with that. Shane's broken. Shane is definitely broken. But, I mean, he does get a little bit better. And I think Stardew Valley Expanded might add on to that a little bit as well. It is way too late for me to be running around. It's 1:50. I'm not going to make it inside, am I? I might get very, very close if I drink a coffee. Can we get inside, or did I just run out of time? Come on. Oh, so close. And with that note, passing out on the very last day of the quote-unquote episode, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This has been the first live trial of Stardew Valley. I hope it works out. I hope you guys enjoy the edited video. Yeah. Leave me any feedback, comments, and suggestions you have in the comments down below. Let me know in the chat what you thought. I'll probably hang around and chat a little bit longer, but for those of you in the YouTube channel, I appreciate you. With all that being said, go ahead and subscribe, leave a comment, like, subscribe, all the things for engagement and stuff. Join as a Golden Panda member if you would like your name in the game. But until next time, happy building, happy farming. Bye, guys. I know, but I can fix him. Robin is right there, so she can take you inside and tuck you in. Looking back at watch history since your first Impossible Mode Software Inc. episode. So you didn't watch any of the Stardew, the City Skylines. Shame on you. Shame on you. Curious how to work edited? Me too. Judenome, thank you very much for the $20. I appreciate you so very much. That means the world. That is so very nice. Yeah, this was fun. Did you guys enjoy hanging out, watching the stream? You know, what'd you think? That's all right, Nikki. The VOD will be available directly after the stream ends, and then I'm working with an editor, hopefully, to get this edited into a more reasonable time frame video. So hopefully that's up at some point in the next few days. I don't know how long it'll take. We are still working things out, and yeah, we'll figure it out eventually, right? Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. I always like to do this right after I end my videos, is just check what we might need to do the next day. I'm not going to play this day out. We'll just go outside, see what's available, see what's happening. It is going to be the last week of fall. I actually thought that was the last week of fall, if I'm being completely honest with you. Yeah. So not a whole lot going on. Special orders, I kind of like to check this, if you guys are curious as well. Let's just quickly walk to the beach, see if we got any mussels. Only caught the end, had to adult before the work week. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We are going to be streaming again at the same time on Saturday, so join me then. Should be working from home, but I'm working, quote unquote, working from home from my lounge. I mean, that works, right? That works. Unfortunately, we didn't get any mussels, so that's unfortunate. Definitely unfortunate there, but that's okay. Let's just quickly check the special orders board so you guys know what's in store for next week. Let's see what we've got. Hopefully it's something good. Hopefully it's something that gives us a decent reward. Prismatic jelly. This must be Monster Musk, right? That's probably 100% what we're going to take. Let me just quickly look it up. Stardew Valley quests. And if we look at the special orders, Prismatic jelly is scrolling. Prismatic jelly is Monster Musk. Yeah, and ectoplasm is the mini obelisk. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. We'll probably do the prismatic jelly next episode. With all that being said, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you to Judenome for the super chat. Thanks for you guys who subscribed on Twitch. Go ahead and follow me on Twitch as well. I will just quickly drop the link in the chat for you guys, because we'll go live there at the same time Saturdays and Mondays from now on, and we'll see how it goes from there. I appreciate you guys. Make sure to go ahead and leave a like on the video before you leave. Leave a comment before you leave as well. It really helps out the channel. And yeah, we're up. So until next time, happy building, happy farming. Bye guys.